Hello, everybody. Welcome to the AFK podcast, episode 65, not 39. Why was I going to say 39?
Bro,
65.
bro jumped way back.
Busy, busy day.
Yep.
um, and obviously, we didn't record last week, so, a little bit off schedule, but it doesn't matter. We have a very
Yeah.
busy week next week with the whole, these little things called the Game Award nominees are showing up. We've already done our predictions. And I guess linking to predictions, I wanted to say I should have put forward Mario Kart World for soundtrack over Silksong. We'll say that. I forgot about
Oh,
Mario
look
Kart
who's
World.
joining us.
Um, as he just joined. Oh, there he is. We started a bit earlier. But so yeah, Isaac's here this week. I know. Our guest
I
star.
do apologise.
um,
we actually have another guest this week.
well,
Um,
hang
We'll
on.
get on.
We're jumping,
We'll
jumping
get
the
onto
gun a
that, bro.
little bit, Isaac. Very
but
busy. Very
who will be
busy.
joining us
Bro,
shortly? Will be joining us shortly.
bro
So,
cannot just join and take control.
so 4 reviews this week. Very, very busy. A Frankenstein review because I watched it and it came out. 2 Game of the Year nominees. When this episode comes out, the nominees will be announced later that day. So, and these games will be nominated that I beat, so I want to talk about them. And then me and Isaac will do an entire season 1 breakdown of Dispatch, episode by
Yes,
episode.
with our special
With our
guest.
That will
special guest.
disappear.
With Daniel disappear and do his uni work.
I've not played Dispatch yet. I would like to, but I'm not made of money.
Yeah, it is peak. So, kicking in. Oh, and as always, you can listen to this podcast on Spotify and Amazon Music and YouTube Music.
Bro, remember this time.
Kicking in with the. So this is going to be. There will be news from obviously this week, but then there will be one story from last week, which we didn't talk about, which was kind of like the biggest news of last week. So start with the biggest news of this week, which is Steam, I guess Valve, has announced the Steam Machine, a pre-built PC that acts as a console that it connects to your TV. Is 16 times the detail. No, that's Fallout 76.
16 times the
6
detail.
times more powerful than the Steam Deck, and is basically a home console PC kind of morphing thing.
Low maintenance PC.
Yeah. And they've also announced the Steam Frame VR headset and a new Steam controller. No prices. The only thing we know, other than what they are and some specs, is that they come out early 26. My boys, Half-Life 3 is coming out in early 2026.
I think this is a good thing.
I think this is very
absolutely.
Cool.
I like
this. 100% agree.
I like most of the stuff that they've been coming out with.
Yeah.
Hot take,
Steam is
I
good.
quite like Steam. But yeah, I think let me go to my bloody document because I've been looking at these devices. The Steam Machine, it has so they've worked with AMD to create this.
Yeah.
With a 6-core Zen 4 CPU, which is 6-core is what I believe most consoles operate on at the moment. Like the PS5 and the Xbox Series, I believe they are 6-core devices. Zen 4 architecture, I believe, is not the latest, but I think it was last gen in terms of. Let me go Google this actually. I didn't look at gens. I just kind of skipped straight to the graphics processing units that caught my eye.
It didn't say it was like a 4080 or something.
I think. No, the equivalent GPU is a 7600 XT, because obviously it's Ryzen, not Nvidia. Not Ryzen, Radeon. But so yeah. The only thing that I'm a bit worried about is the fact that it's 8 gig VRAM. I feel like 8 gig's a bit too small for modern gaming with the state of it at the minute.
Yeah.
We'll have to see, but yeah.
12 or something, 16.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd go 12, but unfortunately not. Maybe they'll make
I'm gonna say maybe it's like a different version. Yeah.
Like they upgraded the Steam Deck after some feedback, so
yeah, I could definitely see
16 gig 16 gig DDR5 RAM. You can either get a 0.5 terabyte storage one or a 2 terabyte storage one. No 1 terabyte one, but yeah, it's whatever they could produce, I guess. And then a micro expandable storage in terms of micro SD.
It's a weird one.
So yeah, very nice. Also comes with a custom. Yeah, you should know what an SD card is.
Who said they don't know what an SD card is?
The thing you put in your laptop.
Oh, Isaac did.
But no. But yeah, so I think it's 6-inch by 6-inch cube.
It's the same size. It's a bit smaller than a banana, long ways. Thank you, Valve's website, for telling me that.
And it also has a front plate which can be removed, and they will be giving out the CAD file for it, so you can make your own custom ones, and they'll probably end up selling some custom ones
Yeah.
on some sites and stuff.
Half-Life 3
So, yeah.
ones.
Yep. Oh, there'll definitely be a
We are
Half-Life
getting
3
Half-Life
edition
3
and stuff.
next year.
All very cool.
Yeah.
I think this is really nice. Again, my only issue so far, as seems we don't know pricing, is the 8 gig VRAM, but they're using a custom OS, so maybe they have found a way to make it work better.
Yeah.
Like I say, they can do a lot of like fine tuning with the components and stuff to optimize it. They've not got the whole Windows debacle.
Yeah. I'm
So
excited.
yeah, very nice. I think personally, I'm most excited from these announcements for these Steam frame, sorry. Mainly because I already have a high-end PC.
Yeah.
Steam Deck's still top of the list, but Valve frame looks really cool. I am quite a big fan of VR. If you guys hadn't noticed the 10 Beat Saber posts I put on Instagram the other day.
Yeah, I lit up my Instagram and I was like, oh, Beat Saber post.
Yeah, I was wondering what bro was doing.
Hey man, I enjoy music, but anyway.
Yeah, it looks quite
So,
cool.
yeah,
I'm
very
excited
cool.
to see what the
And then the
GameCube can
controllers
do in the
will be
future.
nice for the Gabe Cube.
You know, again, it's just the pricing. This all comes down to pricing. That
Which
little
we will not
keyword.
know until close to the release window,
Let's
I'm
run some
guessing.
predictions. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
700 to 750, around the PS5 Pro
I'm
price
going-
range.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'd say between 700 and 900.
Yeah.
And then even then, like,
also,
things like the
on
being
a
produced.
behind the scenes note, could you give Millie permission and could I have edit access to the slides?
Why do you not have edit access? Are you not in your account?
I don't know. I am. I don't know what's going on.
Hang on. There we go.
This guy, man. Are you signed into your Uni account or like?
No, I'm on my account, so I don't know why it's not done it, but
That's weird.
It's not showing you signed in.
Anyway.
You're not signed in on my Google.
Yeah, he's not signed in for me.
okay, let me just.
Can you see
I'll
the slides
try
on
and
that?
load it.
But I can't see any of the words now.
Well, dude, I mean, I'm interested. I won't say I'm excited. I'm interested.
I'll do the roll thing.
I'm interested to see how much it sells because we were talking about Daniel right before we started. Like the Steam Deck has the whole portability hook to it, whereas this, if you have a PC, you're not really gonna buy this, and if you have a console, you're probably not gonna buy it either.
Well, no, we also discussed the
I think it's mainly
situation of a PC as a workstation and using it for games. Like that's another scenario.
So I'm interested to see how much it sells. I don't think it'll sell as much as the Steam Deck.
Only had like a 3-year head start, but yeah, I could see it.
In the 3-month span, I don't think it will sell as much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm intrigued to see how much it does, how well it does. If it does well at all, or it could just fall flat on its face. I don't know.
It's a very interesting new addition to the market.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Oh, we're gonna get so many of these now.
Not.
If it does well, if it does good, Epic Games is gonna make the road. I bet if this does well, Epic Games is gonna make one.
They'll flop. Anyway, I don't think they should.
I don't think who else does stuff like this. I thought Epic because they would launch it. What is the names? They do. There's the ROG Ally. They do.
Yeah, but
they'll probably try and make one.
But actually, no, is ROG Asus? I think it might be.
Know.
Yeah, ROG's Asus, but they already make enough money from graphics cards.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who's
like, bro. My PC is majority. My PC is majority Asus components. They're doing fine.
Just this Valve stuff. Rockstar. So they delayed the little game called GTA 6. November 19th, 2026. This was announced last week. All of this news is from last week. But the other news has a bit more, I think, of some updates. I accidentally deleted the fucking website I was looking at. Here it is. So yeah, obviously the game was delayed. And I believe it was either around or a few days before the delay, 30 people were fired from Rockstar. And it was claimed, they were saying, the employees were saying that it was because of, they were planning on unionizing due to poor working conditions at Rockstar currently. And then Take-Two and Rockstar claiming it's because they were posting and leaking information on a Discord server. Or just posting and leaking information. I think the unionization was on Discord, sorry. So,
Rockstar
two
doing
different
a
stories
Rockstar
coming out
thing.
here.
Day and age for unionizing on
Yeah.
Discord.
So the how do I say this? I think it's an I. It looks like an L. Yeah, the IWGB Union, which is the Game Workers Union, I believe
I mean,
in.
if you look at the top of the page, it's literally an eye.
I thought it was like an L. I don't know why. So
What?
this is the Game Workers Union in the UK, where this all went down. Was they were fired in their UK branches. Have said that. So this is from 2 days ago. So 220 letters signed by staff members at Rockstar were delivered to management at the company last week, demanding that the 31 employees fired will be immediately rehired because of the union here is saying that this is one of the most ruthless acts of unionization busting in the history of games industry, which like it's not looking good. It's looking like Red Dead Redemption 2 again with the horrible crunch culture that went down there, where Rockstar said, "We're gonna change. We won't do this again," and then they do it again. It's like, not great. So it says here, fired Rockstar employees, supporters, and current staff gathered outside the company's office on 108 Holy Rude. It's a weird place. Road every day last week, culminating in protests there and outside Take-Two's Interactive's London offices on Thursday, the 6th of November. So that all protests against this union busting, which is a horrible situation for the employees there. That like this game's gonna make a lot of money. They will probably get some pretty good bonuses, and now they can't. And it also just shows that they are killing. This game's development crunching is very obvious here.
Yeah, as much as it is, it's not good for union busting. At the end of the day, they're people. They need to provide for their families, and they're gonna struggle to get a job in modern day and age of gaming development because everyone's kind of doing the same thing. So
yeah, it's not great.
It's only every 2 or 3 weeks we mention, there's been layoffs in so and so company, and that company has a lot of games behind them, so it's not.
So
it's not good.
How many? Because I know Microsoft fired what was it, almost 9,000? It was a lot of people they fired recently. Game industry 2025. Let's see. So, total estimates for this year, according to a gaming layoffs website. That's a weird website. So the total estimated for just this year alone is 3,563. Altogether. So the peak was in January of last year, which we didn't cover because we weren't a thing. So yeah, overall, in the last 3 years, 45,000 people have lost their jobs in the industry, which is obviously because so many people were hired over COVID, and they're like, we don't need all these people anymore. Let's kill them. Well, not kill them, but which is just sad because this is such a big industry, and it did not seem like a nice industry if you work for a big corporation. So
industry as well. So I understand it from a corporate position, but at the same time, it's still not fair.
No.
If you know what I mean.
So, and I think to lie, someone here is lying. It's probably the corporation.
Yeah,
because if all these people are coming together to stand with the employees, it's okay, it seems quite obvious who is lying here. And also, if Rockstar and Take-Two are saying that they were leaking stuff, were there leaks posted? I've not seen any leaks for this game.
I've not seen any leaks.
I feel like if they were leaking stuff, we would have seen it by now. But
Yeah.
And also, if I think they were saying it was a Discord server they were leaking stuff in. If not, and that's for the staff's thing, then ignore the statement. But if you're in a Discord server with employees, are they really leaking something? Because they all work there.
Yeah, it's not leaking. So they all know.
They're just sharing information.
What's going on?
So it's it just sounds like Red Dead Redemption 2 is happening all over again, which is not very good because of how poor the crunch conditions were at Rockstar over there.
That was a terrible crunch situation.
So I hope this gets fixed. I hope those 31 people get their jobs back. I hope Rockstar and Take-Two kind of come out and sort out whatever's happening with that. But they need to lock in. They have over a year now to finish this game. They need to get their shit together and go, right, let's fix what's happening. hopefully with this massive delay, it should help with this crunching. It seems to
That's
be.
what's happening. Finish the game.
Yeah.
Drop the best game of all time. Banger. Done.
Exactly.
Easy as you know.
Put your feet up, have a cup of tea. And that's all.
Yeah, with how
Yeah.
big of a
Get
risk
Red
this
Dead free.
game is to them,
Mhm.
it's definitely an
Yeah.
interesting choice to be doing.
They need to stop fanny assing around. I want this fucking
Yeah.
game, bro. And I would have been playing it right now if it wasn't delayed 2 times. But you know, I digress.
You know, third time lucky, guys.
I don't think it'll get delayed again, honestly. I think they've delayed it. This is normally what they do. They say it comes out in the fall of a year, then they go, it comes out in the spring or the summer. And then they delay it till the fall of that year and then it comes out. Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5, both did that thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
Daniel's favorite thing, CP news.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Cyberpunk
whoa.
2077
I didn't know you liked his
sequel.
pizza so much, Daniel.
Cyberpunk 2 news. Well, I guess not news, but like
Yeah, it's
hints
like,
and
it's just
teasers,
like
I guess here. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll let you read,
Mike,
Daniel.
do you want me to go into this?
Yeah.
Okay. Mike Pondsmith did a live panel. It would have been a couple of weeks ago now.
Who is he? I
Um,
don't know who he is.
he is the original creator of the tabletop Cyberpunk game.
Ah.
He is John Cyberpunk in the flesh.
Oh.
But yeah. And a fan asked about Keanu Reeves possibly returning in the sequel. His response was, contact me. Obviously directed at Keanu Reeves, who has also expressed interest. So could we see Johnny in the sequel? I talked to my brother about it a bit. We're trying to figure out how it could like be made to work and such.
Mhm.
But it would be quite cool to see like in maybe like a little like sort of event.
Yeah.
Obviously not a big part of the game again. I think I'd like to see something new.
Mhm.
Like a little like maybe reference to, like the Temperance ending or something, or
Yeah.
maybe just some like old samurai tapes from some concerts or something.
Yeah, then you can also get
That'd be cool.
Keanu back in the studio a bit to do some more stuff. I
Yeah.
guess.
We love Keanu's voice acting.
We all love Keanu.
It comes out and is good to start off with.
It's true.
It's
That is
not
what we
a
want
buggy
Cyberpunk
mess.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have learned.
Hopefully.
I feel like they will have.
Yeah.
And
They know they
hopefully
can
with
make a
that,
good
like,
game. They just
yeah.
need to take their time.
Well, they were, but then the government, like Daniel said,
Well, yeah.
the government gave
all the
in.
stakeholders
That's fair
and
enough.
fans kind of applied a lot of pressure, which is why we always say Rockstar can't mess up because they don't have that type of pressure.
No.
So
They
if
have-
they fuck up, then it'll
The
be
only pressure they
abysmal.
have is for the us. They have no pressure from the people who really matter, the suits. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, they know they're
when you
gonna.
got your country's
bang,
government
so-
kind of in your ear.
Yeah.
Shit, I'd be terrified too.
Now we have some news. Actually, let's put this after the other news, which is kind of annoying. So let's talk about
Okay.
some pretty annoying news. AI in
God
the
damn it.
game industry.
The bane of our existence.
Crafton
Mhm.
has said. So Subnautica 2 publisher Crafton launches a voluntary resignation program for employees as it transforms into an AI-first company. They've also
I don't like
said
this.
Crafton has also taken up the Hi-Fi Rush IP, and Tango Game works with it. Great. Subnautica 2 devs claim there's no generative AI in-game after publisher's AI first shift. So that also links to how Subnautica 2, because we were talking about it a bit, Daniel. So Subnautica 2 will not be affected by the AI stuff. Everything else
honestly,
after, whoo, they're dead.
Low
Subnautica
Zero
3
2 might be
will be bad.
cooked.
will be full of
Yeah.
AI.
I don't.
Yeah.
Subnautica 3, bro. It's just gonna be AI.
That series is so
They're
dead
not-
after this.
Unless
it's
like,
sad.
there's a
Subnautica-
massive like crash in the AI market.
Yeah.
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 Which I hope does
Subnautica
happen.
2
Yeah.
It does look good from what I've seen. I
Yeah.
know there was a whole
Was there any
controversy
gameplay
about
recently?
it
Yeah.
not too long ago, and I think there
Well,
was, yeah,
that
but
Complete reminds
It's
me
just
of
like-
Subnautica news.
it's
we
not
got
good.
we got a little first look at gameplay again
think I saw
from like some world premiere, some new gameplay from a Anthomnia. Was it Anthomnia channel?
I
Yeah, I believe it was. But yeah, he did a interview with developers, and we saw a few cool new things, including a new tool, a new Leviathan, which will act as the natural barrier, and trying to remember,
Fun.
and also talked about the little kind of mini series ARG thing that they'll be doing. It's not like an ARG. It's like they're like releasing like a mini series before the release, which will tie into the story.
They did similar things for Below Zero, if I remember
Below
correctly. They had like the maintenance guy that would go around
Yeah.
And you can find his place in game with a few references to the little. I think it was actually a trailer, but a sort of thing like that would be cool.
Yeah, let me try and grab the Void Leviathan photo. Here it is. Why they have to put that on there? Okay, ignoring the fucking other the Leviathans being put on for scale. Where's the Sunlog? Yeah, they also revealed a brand new look at the Void Leviathan. With obviously on the left being the older version, and then the one on the right being the current version.
Yeah.
So,
That
yeah,
looks
I will have to keep an eye on
interesting, but I think the Ghost Leviathan looks cooler personally
that.
and better.
I quite like the Void Leviathan.
Big fish.
Yeah, I think the Void Leviathan
Especially the
works because
skeletal bit.
there's not much going on, but as soon as you hear or see it, you know exactly what's going to
Yeah.
happen.
I'm looking at the size. That shit's gonna be terrifying to run into.
Yeah.
Especially with the skeletal mouth. I guess we should continue
More
the AI
news.
train.
Yep.
I need a burp, but I can't. There we go. VGC has come in saying that Square Enix says it wants generative AI to be doing 70% of its QA and debugging by the end of 2027. They've also announced
What?
layoffs across nearly all areas of its Western business today. This was posted on. This is the 6th of November, but we didn't talk about it, so.
Yeah.
Um,
Why? Why would they
because
want
it's
AI to do
cheaper.
something where it's going to test? Yeah, but bearing in mind, they're testing for what humans are going to try and break. Why would you do AI to use
Because
that?
it's cheaper.
It's so stupid.
We can save
I think
money.
the best way to find bugs is to get people who are going to play it and who want to play the game on full release, like
That's what
maybe
QA
just
companies are for,
volunteer entirely, like volunteer. They don't even have to pay them if they don't want to. Like it's just genuinely, here's the game, play it. Don't reveal anything about it. If you find any bugs, let us know. And then
That's
like
literally
I
the
think
whole
that's the
point of
best way to
QA
do it.
companies, though. That's like half the point of QA companies on a more professional level. It's still people who are interested in games want to try and break them to make them better experiences. If you're doing it for a
Get the
multiplayer
spiffing Brit
game,
on the
then you
case,
do
bro.
alphas. You do alphas and betas for multiplayer games. You can still do that for some single player titles,
Yeah.
but it's so stupid. And bro, there are plenty of like cheaper like QA testing companies out there as well. We have one here in Doncaster, for God's sake. It's yeah, so stupid.
That's where we live.
I don't live in Doncaster, for reference.
Yeah.
No,
I live in Doncaster.
no one's gonna come to
I think
Doncaster.
we've mentioned
We probably have.
Doncaster before, I swear.
Yeah,
It don't
I
matter.
think they know.
No one's gonna come to Doncaster.
No one's
Oh,
watching
God,
this
it's horrible.
shit. And if you do, go to
No,
Ethan's house. I can't remember Freddy's address, so it's fine.
Just fine. Don't. I would cut it out anyway. Now we can
Oh.
laugh at something. Ha ha ha. Black Ops 7
I'm
came
not
out on
surprised.
Friday.
Anyways,
The campaign, online only, lacks checkpoints and pausing and kicks you if you're idle for too long. Anyway, Sony
I
says
don't
the
know if
PS5
you.
is only halfway through its life
I
cycle.
don't want to mention much about Black Ops 7, but I don't know if you guys have seen the clips of the campaign. It looks
have you seen the
like
Doom
it's a
fucking
fucking
thing?
custom game, bro. It looks like
It
someone's
looks
custom
weird.
game they've made.
There's like a fucking like
It's,
Doom Eternal like style fucking boss fight for some reason with like a
yeah.
giant dude, and it looks
Yeah.
so shit.
It.
Even Butterworth, the glazer of COD, is calling
The
it
man
abysmal
who
bullshit.
buys the Vault editions every year has said this one is bad. So,
Yeah.
that's when you know it's not.
It doesn't look very good.
Although I think it's got like really high reviews because of course it fucking does.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway,
That's just because all the glazers. Anyway, yes.
Sony says the PS5 is only halfway through its life cycle. This makes sense. Although I will say, it took them this long, and now they finally reached more than the PS4 players on PS5. So I think it's kind of cool, interesting looking at this, considering Xbox is like already seems to be wrapping up this generation. They're around about like
I
the
don't
next
blame
gen
them.
console. Like
I
I
don't
would too.
blame them.
I would too if I was failing this bad.
Mhm.
So that means that Intergalactic is also going to be it will most likely be on PS5 only.
Yeah.
Although this is a
Unless it gets
fucking
like
picture,
severe
AI generated
voice.
image, bro.
What it is with these AI images.
So yeah. The PS5 has 2 games currently. Actually, it doesn't even have 2 games. It's Astrobot, and that's it. It's like only on
Maybe we'll
PS5.
start. Maybe now we're halfway through the life cycle. We'll start seeing games for the PS5.
It is just Astrobot because it's still not
Maybe.
come to PC, and I don't think it will. It
I'd like it
maybe,
too. You can use DualSense functionality on PC, so it
yeah.
would be very nice.
So I don't know. But I could also see them just keeping it on PS5 because like
Yeah, but would you not like more people to
I
be able
would
to
be
experience
amazing.
Astro
It'd
Bot?
be great if it came to PC. But also, I could see why they would probably keep it just because like
I feel
it's so
like
built around
the
the
game
PS5 and
built,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, entirely for PS5. Yeah, I know what. Yeah,
So
exactly.
like it's built like around the DualSense controller. And obviously you have a DualSense, but not everyone has a DualSense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be cool if it did come up though. Like, bro, let everyone play
Mhm.
Astrobot. Let everyone play the goat. So yeah. Also keeping with PlayStation, they've announced
and some
a
other
MMO
news.
from the Horizon series. Horizon is basically Sony's guinea pig because it's so
Literally.
basic ass series ever. Only coming to PC and mobile though. This game looks, if that is gameplay, bro, whose phone is running that shit? Like that looks fucking, that looks like a
Yeah,
PS5 game. Um,
you're gonna need like the newest iPhone
it'll blow up my
for that
phone
shit, right?
if I tried to run that thing. Yep, I don't care about Horizon. I know
Yeah,
one else
but
does.
that just exists.
Yeah.
What the fuck this
Anyway,
thing come from?
now on to the
Let me.
to the
There we go.
most important
Mail
news of the.
news.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Prepare
Okay,
for autism.
on to the most important news. We have Stellaris news, everyone. Um, on the PC we had. This is from a couple of weeks ago, but last week we didn't do, so I'm just putting it in now. On PC we have a new DLC called Infernals. They're fire-based creatures that live on hot planets, obviously. If you remember, my last prediction was for Aryan-based, not Aryan, no, aerial-based creatures. Very different thing there. And I do think they're going in that direction. We have aquatics, we have lithoids, we have infernals. I think we'll get aerial creatures next because they're sort of the four elements: earth, wind, air, fire.
Oh, like the
They're the
band.
four elements. Yeah. And then on the main news for Stellaris is the console edition, the new console edition for the Series X and S. We did get an update when the consoles originally came out, which improved performance and added various things. But now they have added, well, it's an entirely new game with an entirely revamped system, built again from the ground up, and it's very fun. My only complaint is the menus. The menus, they've moved them all around, and it's really annoying getting used to it. But I think it probably
First
will
world
make sense
problems.
and will make it easier for newer players to get into the game, which is always good. We also got the DLCs, which PC have had for a long time now, the Machine Age and Astral Planes.
Looks like
On top of
Star
that, we will be getting two more next. Well, we'll get three more next year, but we'll get two more in Expansion Pass 8, which I don't know what they are. But we will get them. If you bear with me 1 second, I'll tell you what they are. Cosmic Storms and the Grand Archive. Now, the Grand Archive is one I'm looking forward to because that's right up my alley. But Cosmic Storms, I don't care much for. But yeah, we have Stellaris news. Finally, we've got an update, and I will be 100% in both versions of Stellaris at some point in the future. So yeah. Moving on.
All right, Isaac, sit back down now. Bill news. We got a Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer the other day. Did anyone watch it? I think we all did.
Oh yeah, I did. I watched it in uni.
I watched half of it because I was in a lesson.
So we got the announcement, I guess the reveal, sorry, that Brie Larson and Benny Safdie will join the cast. Brie Larson voicing Rosalina and Benny Safdie voicing Bowser Jr. The Brie Larson one's very cool because she said that she's a very big fan of Mario Galaxy, so epic.
Good.
Although I think I was saying this, were you there, Isaac? I don't remember. I remember to tell him, sorry, that I think when we watch it, it will be very difficult to tell who is who between her and Peach because they'll sound the exact same.
Yeah.
So it's fine, yeah.
We'll see.
And then we also got leaks for Yoshi's design in the film. It's good. I will say this side by side thing. I'll put it on screen right now. It does kind of show how fucking ugly that Mario design is.
Yeah, I was looking at the bottom and I was like, oh, that's a good Mario design for the second film, and then I realized that that's actually the game version, not the film version.
His movie design is not. When you compare it to the game one, I just look and I go, ew. But when it looks by itself, it looks fine.
Yeah.
Yoshi does look worse.
Yoshi,
I like his
definitely.
looks.
They both look worse, but
Yeah.
Yoshi doesn't look as bad as the Mario difference.
I also like
I
the
would
shine
say.
on this art as well for characters.
Yeah.
Too. I kind of wish it had on this version, but this was leaked on a cookie box, I think, or some shit. I don't know. I know Mario's original movie design was leaked to McDonald's, so.
I'm not surprised.
There was also stuff about people have found that they're filming currently the new Zelda movie, the Zelda movie, I guess, in New Zealand. So there's been set leaks. I didn't put them on because it's just like
I did see that
it's
as
Link
well.
Link in his costume and Zelda in a costume.
Yeah.
Link is just like in his standard green tunic.
Like
Zelda
Link.
is more like Breath of the Wild Zelda.
Like Zelda.
Yeah, I've already said my opinion on
Yep.
that film, a movie. So I will not say it again.
We've heard it a million times.
Yeah, this is
it
just
should not be
a
live action. It should be animated. But, okay. Zombieland 3.
Zombieland 3.
2029.
2029. The first two films I enjoyed. The first one's the better one, I think. The second one's alright. The third one, I don't think it's by any means necessary, but I suppose if they want to round out the trilogy, this is the way to do it.
Money, yay.
Yeah.
Nathan's banged it on the head.
The what?
I said you banged it on the head.
Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Krabs. I don't think there's any other fun news. TV news. Fallout Season 2 trailer. It was good.
Yes. It looks really good.
Watch. We got new looks at some more groups. Believe. Oh fuck. I'm trying to remember the IGN.
We have Caesar's Legion.
Yep.
The expanded Brotherhood of Steel. We have the New Vegas people themselves, Mr. House. Death Claws. We have, I believe, are going to have Super Mutants, and the Enclave have a bigger role this season.
Mm-hmm.
I do think we'll also see, like maybe the remnants of the NCR. Obviously, we saw Shady Sands season, and that was completely nuked. But I think we'll probably see what did survive, if any, in the second season, and that'll probably be the sort of found-in area of where Lucy and the Ghoul end up becoming a part of, if you know what I mean. Mm. So we'll see.
We saw Kevin from Home Alone as well.
Kevin from Home Alone.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, like I said, House MD, he was there. Yeah, HBO Max is developing a Jimmy Olsen DC true crime series from American Vandal creators. I do not know what that is. I did not read that before I sent it in, so I probably should have read that before to see what American Vandal is. Oh, this is like an actual, like, super serious looking show. Oh no, it's not. Wait, he was in that fucking middle school shit. That middle school worst years of my life adaptation. Oh no, this is not serious at all. That's a drawing of a woman. Oh, a woman holding a drawing of a penis. Okay. Reviews, are they any good?
I know you like that, Nathan.
Oh, the reviews are really good. Wow. 98 on Rotten Tomatoes. 8.1 on IMDb. Okay, so cool. They're making a Jimmy Olsen show, which obviously was kind of teased a little bit a few months ago when Superman came out. So it's nice to see that they're actually following up, and they are going to make it.
Yeah, that's good. They're not pulling an MCU on it.
Give us Darkseid! They probably won't. I think James Gunn said that they don't really want to set up Darkseid.
No, that's fair. I definitely feel like it should go in a different direction
from the MCU
than to the old DCU. Anyway.
Give us Grodd. Finally, a V for Vendetta TV show is on the way from HBO Max as well. This is being written by a guy, you might not know his name, Peter Jackson. He kind of wrote the Lord of the Rings trilogy from a few years back. Yeah, pretty indie films.
Never heard of him.
Cool. I will be pirating. Although HBO will probably be out in the UK by then, but we are not getting HBO Max. Like, bro, fuck HBO. They're not even in this country yet, and they've already ruined it because they took all of the Adult Swim content off of Channel 4. Like, dude, it was on there for free, and now it's not there anymore. Stupid. Review time. I've just been pirating Smiling Friends Season 5. I can't wait to talk about that one. Season 3, sorry. I can't wait to talk about it when it finishes, because it's so good. Review time. The first one, we have Frankenstein. I think I already said them all. I think I said what they were. We got Frankenstein, Bananza. Most likely a spoiler review of Expedition 33, because I've now beaten it. And it's kind of hard to talk about my thoughts on it when, yeah. And then the big Season 1 Dispatch spoiler build review. So,
which I will mute for.
I will not spoil Bananza. Maybe I don't think I will. I will not spoil Frankenstein, although it's Frankenstein. You probably know what it's about. Although this is not like the 31 film. This is the book more. So Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. Very, very excited for this when it was announced, because I love my boy Del Toro. He is goated. He's friends with Kojima. We all love Kojima here. So, and he has said many times that he has a deep connection to this story. So, I think this very clearly when you watch it, you can tell he had a deep love for this story, and you can tell that from on screen. Like, it looks visually stunning. The performances are amazing, and the scenes which you would hope would be iconic, like the scene where he creates the monster, is iconic. So. He definitely hit the mark there, and you can feel Del Toro all over this thing. Like, it feels like a passion project. However, the overall story, I feel like, and the script, I guess, at the end, didn't really stick with me. The script loses nuance as it goes along. I mean, there is no show, don't tell in this. The character literally looks at Victor and says, "You are the monster." Because people are stupid, I guess, and don't know what show don't tell is, and must be told who they are. Bro, Isaac, you were yapping about Stellaris. This is cool stuff.
That wasn't me, bro.
I can literally see it.
That wasn't me.
So, I think it does lose some nuance, and I don't think the story is as intriguing as I feel like it really should be. I definitely... it's not the reason I feel like I would remember this in the future and go, oh my god, the story was so good. Like, I think it's about the performances and the visuals. For the most part, I think some of the visuals do look very green screeny, and like, especially in the snowy sections outside, it doesn't look the best. But I think it's, if you love Del Toro, you'll love this. I think if you probably don't love Del Toro, and I either would say don't watch this, or just you probably won't like it as much. So, like, if you like Pacific Rim, I would not say this is the one to watch. Because it's not like Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
So.
They need to do a sequel to that film.
No, I think it's good as something. No sequel needed. But I'm sure what my friend says, because they've actually read the book. So, because I've not read the book. I was thinking, like, do I read the book before this comes out to kind of get more of an idea of what the original story's like? And then I just forgot, and I just watched the film anyway. But yeah, I think it's good. I recommend it to Del Toro fans more than just like your average Netflix user. But yeah, I think it is really good. It looks stunning. It'll get loads of Oscar nominations because it looks great. But I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 on the AFK scale. Good. That is the lowest score we'll give tonight.
Yes, I can confirm that.
Bananza time. Let me open up my backlog read. I started Donkey Kong Bananza when it came out. We were still doing Game of the Week when I started this game. And then for some reason, I don't know why, not because the game, it's like Expedition. The game wasn't bad, I just stopped playing it. But I went back to it 2 weeks ago. So these thoughts are a lot more set than my Expedition thoughts. Which I will say, I'm glad we didn't do the episodes last night. Because I actually, I thought about more of the story a bit more for Expedition. But Bananza.
I finally have someone to talk to about it.
Donkey Kong Bananza is goated. I do love me some 3D platformers. This game has a very unique kind of platforming aspect with the whole destruction. And I love that it helps set it apart from Mario Odyssey, which is what I think another reason why, because I was comparing this game to Astrobot, when really it's more like Mario Odyssey. This is the same with Expedition. I guess I'll talk about them a bit together, kind of. But where I compare them to something when I really should not really been comparing them to that because they're not like that at all. Where the fuck is my review? I can't. Oh, here it is. I think the game looks great. The music is really good. The platforming is amazing. The performance isn't the best. They said this before it came out that it wasn't going to be great. It definitely is not great in the final boss where it's really bad. It's awful in the final boss. I can't lie, which is not really where you want it to be really bad in, because the final act is amazing in this game. I
Like a
think
very
it rivals.
defining moment.
Yeah, I think it rivals Split Fiction for the best final act of the year, in my opinion. But why can I not find this review quicker? I need to. Here it is. There we go. I'm trying to think whether I talk about the spoilers. I'm gonna go spoilers. This game's been out for months.
Do you want me to
So,
mute?
I mean, do you care about Bananza spoilers?
It's a Switch 2 only, isn't it? So
Yeah.
no, not really.
Okay. So the twist, which I got spoiled for because a fucking YouTuber posted all boss fights and he was in the center, was K. Rool was in this game, which I did not know until I saw that video. I didn't even see the thumbnail. It was literally Darth Vader in Jedi Fallen Order all over again. So yeah, K. Rool shows up and it's really, really cool, but not as cool for me because I knew it was happening. But like when he pops in, like the villain already was like he was okay, but like when K. Rool's there, he obliterates the main villain in one punch. It's amazing when he comes in, and they do the reminiscence of Donkey Kong Country with a fake out ending, and like because his final boss fight, I guess before the twist that this isn't the final boss, is like it's okay. It's kind of boring. You just kind of punch him a lot, and that's kind of it. Which I guess it's the same for every other boss fight, but when he does the whole like the end question mark, absolute cinema, absolute gaming. The ending is incredible. I love the ending so much. And I just love like the whole Disney vibe this game has. The Pauline and DK relationships are great. I hope if they do something like a successor to this game or like a sequel, I'm excited to see how Pauline's grown into more of a confident person. I love like the little tidbits of getting to know her a bit more through when you save and you learn a little bit about Pauline and the scenes where you do the Bananza transformations, and Pauline is she's very shy, but then she gets more confident. It's just nice. It's very nice to look at. I love it. Yeah, this game's great. Amazing game. I love it. It's just the performance is not very good in some aspects. But I think for the second ever Switch 2 exclusive, it set a very high bar, and I'm excited to see what they do with Mario Bros. 3D platformers in the future. We'll talk about Game of the Year stuff next week. I will save Game of the Year stuff later, but I'm going to give it a 9.5.
Very nice.
Gonna put that on there. Where is it? Bananza. 9.5. Oops. Isaac, it's mute time.
Here we go.
No, not the scratch. It's time for you to go on mute.
It's what?
Expedition.
Time for you to go on mute.
Oh,
Expedition spoilers.
I forgot about Expedition.
Yeah.
Expedition spoilers,
Don't
man.
want to spoil it.
Send a message in.
Yeah, we'll do.
Recording discussion when you're done. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
bye-bye.
Daniel's already given his spoiler-filled thoughts, so it's now time for my spoiler-filled thoughts of Expedition 33.
I said to talk to someone about
So, game's pretty good. Soundtrack's pretty good. The combat's pretty good. The world design's pretty good. The art style's pretty good. Story's pretty intriguing. Yeah. So anyway, Act 3. Where should we start? Like, I think...
Should we start on, so let's quickly fill in everyone where you resumed from, I guess.
So yeah, so I started this game after it came out.
When you quit.
I think I did the first action. That was right. Yeah, I ended just before beating an optional boss before the second action. I got stuck.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name. The Weaver?
Is it the Glissando? No, that's the It's the guy who makes the glissanders.
And I really enjoyed the game for what I played. Even after I was like not playing it, I was like, this is just like, a great game. It just didn't wow me, which I mean, the end of Act 1, I still do think, after playing the entire game, the game did peak at the Gustav dying, ballsy move, all respect. Like, they did it well. That is really how you start a fucking game. Well, not start a game, but like, that's how you get someone like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like, they do not, like, you can die. Which I think, even from the start of the game, like, the whole,
Yeah, the whole premise is it's a world doomed.
when Renoir kills the entire expedition group, except obviously
Yeah.
the few he doesn't. Like, this story kind of shows like you will die. Like, this is not just a cakewalk, which I greatly appreciate. Very fun, very dark game about grief, which some people seem to didn't realize when it came to Act 3. I do think Act 2 is the longest act, so it does. I felt like it had some pacing issues. I think Act 3. The thing I was thinking about this Act 3 when I was going downstairs for my pizza. I think I do wish it was longer, because it was longer for me because I did like the side stuff. But I think the Mael, like her talking to Alicia and kind of like, I think that should have been a main mission. Because that's a
why I
really
made you
good
do it all
scene.
first.
Like, I loved that.
Fleshing out all the characters, I think, was very important. Because you know the dialogue they have with Renoir, that's the stuff they realise after maxing out their relationship level as well.
Yeah, I think
So
they should have made you
more
do
sense that way. Yeah.
Because it's really good. And especially for the endings.
Yeah.
But,
I think realistically, I think also Act 3, they probably would have put it before you enter the monolith, but narratively it made more sense to do it with the stuff revealed once you defeat the paintress.
Yeah, I'm glad there is an Act 3, because as I was saying, like, the end, Act 2's ending feels very, it's meant to feel kind of
uneasy.
It
doesn't feel like it's over.
Yeah, you feel like
it's clearly over on your screen, but like there's that unsettling feeling that's so messed up.
There is something that's gonna happen, and obviously it does for the whole reveals and stuff. But I do think Act 3 should have been longer, or at least some new other missions in there, because
Act 3 is much more of a post-game type state.
Yeah.
But even then, when you do a lot of the stuff, it makes the final level trivial. I was saying to Nathan, like, I had to put a damage limiter on when I redid my expert run, just so I didn't one-shot Renoir.
Yeah, because I got to see the building
base attacks the entire time. Yeah.
Because Renoir fight was amazing. Like, this game is amazing. Like, the soundtrack's insanely good. The combat. I just think the thing with Expedition 33 is like, there's some stuff in it just didn't like wow me like it did some other people. Like the combat. I mean, sorry. Like being able to do stuff while playing the game, while doing the combat, sorry, in turn-based. Like I already played that, so it's like in South Park. Like obviously, like I said last night, that's not the focus of the. It's obviously better in Expedition, but like it's not a new feature to me. And like I also don't think the story and the character, sorry. I wouldn't really. I liked them, but I wouldn't say I loved them as much. Like, I really like Mael.
I feel like CL and Luna is like two of my favorites, especially when you look back at like their interactions with the Axon and how it relates to their character as a whole when you learn more about them. But I think you saved all the social stuff for the very end, which probably didn't help.
Like, I don't think the bad is just like this group of characters. I wouldn't say are like, oh my god, my favorite characters ever. Like, especially coming off of just playing Dispatch, which I loved all of the Z team. And then like, also playing Persona 4 that year, which I think I played before playing Expedition. It's like, but I think that's my favorite cast of any game ever is the P4 cast. So it's like, I don't think they match up at all to the Persona 4 cast, even Persona 5 or 3, maybe 3. But I was like, they're not bad characters by any means. It's just I was not as attached to them as like you were or other people were.
Yeah.
But the twist.
Oh, the twist after
Bold.
twist.
Yeah, true.
Every act bro ends on some big thing.
The ending, okay. I think it's very clear what the better ending is. Obviously,
Yeah.
stopping the Verso from painting,
Mhm.
which because it does feel like a lot of people. I mean, I can see people don't like the whole like it was all a dream kind of way, which I think that's fair. But I think it's more than just it was just a dream. Like
Yeah,
it was
it's
about
very
how
there's
this
a lot
family
more
dealt
depth.
with the death of Verso, and like
Hmm.
how Mael just wants to not confront it all and just ignore it, stay in this fantasy world forever. Whereas Verso's like, no, you must confront your grief. The only way to move on
Yeah,
from my death and grow is to confront your grief, which everyone
yeah.
has to learn. Renoir and I can't remember the name of their
Aline,
mum. Yeah, Aline.
Aline,
Like
yeah.
they have to learn to. You can't just stay in this fantasy world forever. You
Mhm.
you have to confront
Yeah.
this. You have to confront your demons,
And then
I
there's a
guess.
risk of Mael almost falling back into that
Yeah.
trap and the cycle repeating.
hmm Which because even Mael's ending, where like Gustav being alive, like this just feels. I even said that
It
when I beat
feels
it.
wrong.
It
The
was like this
soundtrack's
just
done
doesn't
so.
feel right. It feels
Yeah,
it's too fake, which is the point.
like the whole kind of rearrangement of Lumiere's theme
hmm
throughout that entire scene
Yeah.
is just you can tell something's off.
And then
In fact, that
I do love the twist though
Frankenstein
when like her
actually.
face starts doing the paint thing. Um,
Yeah.
but
It's just they capture like these emotions and like
yeah.
feelings so well in this game.
hmm I think it's such a great story on grief
Oh
and
yeah. And this is their debut game.
yeah, like
Like that's the thing you've got to imagine. Even the things they didn't like fully perfect, this is their first ever attempt.
mhm,
Like
like
bro, all these like a lot of the games, like you mentioned P4, that's still a sequel that had like feedback from other games
yeah, that
to
was the
refine
fourth
all
game
these
in the
things.
series.
Yeah. This is the first one.
Yeah, like
Like that's insane.
it's
Just
yeah, and I'm glad that
like,
it's very obvious this game's gonna win Game of the Year, which it should. It should show to Ubisoft, damn, maybe don't let your people make fucking Assassin's Creed games anymore. Make them make
mhm.
cool games. They won't, but it should.
Yeah.
Um, it's just it is an amazing game. I will give it a 9 out of 10. I don't think I was as emotionally invested as I kind of wish I would have been. I think there's a lot to love here, though. I feel like if you think this is a bad game, you're wrong. Like this is not a bad game at all.
Very so.
I think this is. Will this be the one I vote for Guilty for Game of the Year? No, there were games I loved more, but if this wins, I will not complain at all because like it's a bit like Astrobot where it needs to be an industry kind of statement. This game, like Astrobot showed, you do not need 8 years in development, hundreds of millions of dollars to make a game. Like you can make a small game, like 60 to 70 million, which I think was this game's budget as well. Expeditions was
I'm not
around
aware
that
of that. I
much.
haven't actually
I
looked
don't
at
actually
that.
know. Um, although I
Yeah.
think
If
Expedition
you haven't, I
was
recommend looking through its like development life cycle.
mhm,
There's a whole video on it. It's
yeah,
really interesting.
because Astro was made in 3 to 4 years, smaller dev team, smaller budget, and one game of the year. And this game
As a
had more of a
debut
dev
game.
time on it, but yeah, it's I guess depending on it what your kind of what you decide is an indie game, because it's in a
Mhm.
weird spot this game, whether it's an indie game or double A.
Indie in general has become
But
like
yeah,
people
indie
like
it's
there's
like
a lot,
action
of like
adventure. It's
more
so
complexity
broad.
to funding and
hmm
publishing now.
Yeah, because this game had Microsoft money behind it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an amazing game. Definitely one of the ones to play from this year, as there are many of them.
And all time.
But yeah, do I think it's deserving of the highest rated game on backlogged? Well, no, I don't think any game really is. That or would I say it's the best game of all time? Chibi fucking Robo, but like, we can't have everything we want. So yeah, amazing game. Go play Bonanza and Expedition and Chibi Robo.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's get Isaac
Right,
back
let's get
wherever
Isaac
he
back.
is. Recording discussion, not typing to that. For and then Daniel, enjoy your uni work.
Yep. Yep.
While we break down
This is
What's
Dispatch
up,
Season
nice.
1!
low gang? I think before we continue, we should introduce our guest speaker for this week, Mr. Nathan.
Is she gonna mute herself?
Is she going to unmute herself? Is a good question.
I
Yes,
didn't
I
know
think
if I was allowed.
Well, yeah, you could. This is
Oh,
Okay.
Millie, Isaac's cousin.
Whoa.
She
she
has
is not my cousin
played.
for
Did you
reference.
play
She is
Dispatch
my
or did you
girlfriend.
watch Isaac play it?
We both played the game. I just want to point out we are sat right next to each other, so if you do get a bit of echo every now and then, that is on our end, and it is our fault. We'll try our best to reduce it by muting when the other is speaking. But we both played the game, and we didn't influence each other in any way, or to the minimal possible amount.
Yeah.
So we both got similar endings, but we went different routes to get to those endings. So I think Nathan, if you want to give your thoughts first,
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
do
then
I'm gonna see if there's like
see
a
what our guest has
walkthrough
to
for
say.
each episode, so we can kind of break down the main decisions. Because we kind of went down different
If
routes.
I
I'd
can
say.
get Millie to go on dispatch, if you want, and have a look at them now, she's on the.
Oh, I have a
yeah.
walkthrough trying to break episodes down.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
So yeah, I was just
Don't make me do work.
full spoilers. Woo.
Full spoilers.
So yeah, the game obviously starts off with Robert talking to a goon who he then drops off a roof, kind of hints at a relationship with his dad, and then we get a cool little action set piece. Did you guys also
I did
play with
not drop
QTs?
him.
I dropped him. It just
Why?
well, I knew there was a mattress there, so
Oh,
So, yeah,
I
I kinda
didn't know there
got
was a
spoiled.
mattress.
did you drop him?
I didn't, so I did not drop him.
That's buses.
I went into this game knowing the end of episode 6 and knowing that I had to cut one of the characters at the end of one of the episodes.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it.
I knew a lot.
So
Well, I knew episode 4
I
was the
hadn't
opening.
seen much.
But,
Oh, fair enough.
I had watched all the episodes being played up until end of like I had
Oh, Billy just died.
to be blind.
Oh. Yes.
She said the last 2 she went completely
Okay,
blind. She cut
that's-
out there for some reason.
So yeah, you do that. You go to a warehouse where Shroud is meant to be, who Robert Robertson, or Mecha Man, is hunting down Shroud because Shroud killed his dad many years ago. And Shroud wants the Astral Pulse, which is what Robert uses to power the mech suit. And Robert wants to take down Shroud, I guess. Killing him is something that he talks about later on in the game, but at this moment, it's kind of just like he just wants to take him down. That's all we really know. So we got a cool little fun action set piece. Mecha Man blows up because a bomb is planted on him. What? Where did that bomb come from? Who knows? We do. A press conference.
Yeah, I wonder.
Then he fights some dudes. I'm currently doing another playthrough of the game with like different options. I didn't know if you punched him with the broken arm. It actually does hit him and knock him out, so that's fun.
I punched with the left because he was like, oh, I can predict every hit, so I was like, fuck you then, not predict this one.
And then
I meant to, but I pressed the wrong button.
she appears.
As with many of my mistakes.
Yeah. Then she appears from the heavens. Our first mommy.
My blonde blazer.
And then she takes us to a bar.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, continue. What were you going to say? Thirsty
Nothing,
blonde
no.
blazer.
Just remember I'm sat right here.
So
that's why I did not continue what I was going to say.
So we learn a bit more on Blonde Blazer, that she drinks pure alcohol and all that. And Robert mentioned something about his thumb being able to be like, I forgot the word again.
Double jointed.
Double jointed, that's the word.
Dislocated.
Yeah. Which I thought, oh, he must get handcuffed later on, and that's why that comes into play. But no, I was completely wrong. But I mean, someone gets handcuffed, so it just wasn't Robert.
Yeah.
What did you guys call Flambe? Mr. Wet Ponytail, Doctor Don't Do Shit, Sunglasses of the Night Guy.
I called him Mr. Wet Ponytail.
Isaac.
I did Sunglasses at Night Guy.
Sunglasses at Night as well. Doctor Don't Do Shit. That sounds not very good. And then you can either this is, I guess, minor major choice. The water or alcohol, because it changes Flambe's appearance for the rest of the game. Where if you throw the water on him, he loses his tooth, because he slipped from the water, slams his face on the desk, or the bar, sorry. And if you throw alcohol on him, he loses his eyebrows, which I didn't even notice he lost his eyebrows. So did you guys burn the eyebrows or lose a tooth?
I burnt the eyebrows, but I was annoyed because they grew back, and I
Oh.
know eyebrows do not grow back that fast. He was in charge of them for like just over a week. Eyebrows take a long time to grow
They're probably
back.
drawn on. That'd be why they come back so fast. But like, if he lost them from getting fired, from setting himself on fire, then how does he not lose them all the time?
I don't know. That's just weird things of the world, I guess. He lost a tooth in mine anyway, so
Yeah,
that's a
you lost a
permanent
tooth
one.
in my second playthrough.
And
Then he gets
I thought it was just funnier, to be fair, and falling over.
yeah. Then he gets kicked out. We also meet not only Flambe but Shroud and top of the morning jelly Punch Up, who is the goat. One of the many goats of this game. I think every character is amazing.
Goats.
There is not a single bad character in this game. They are all lovable.
100%.
Then we get the billboard thing, which is a little foreshadowing with Phenomenon. And you can either kiss Blonde Blazer or let the moment pass. I kissed. I feel like most people did.
I didn't kiss
Okay, never
because it's not a time to kiss when you're both intoxicated. It's a bad idea. Also, I just didn't like her and I knew there was someone else I wanted more.
Isaac, yeah, I'm guessing you did.
I didn't.
Oh wow.
I knew that she was with Phenomenon, and I didn't want
okay.
to. I didn't want to cause any trouble further down the line. But I did know that she was going to be mine, so don't you worry about
that. Okay. And
Reordered that shit, bro.
Then you get the dispatch training.
What on buyawife.com? Like, what the fuck?
Anyway, and then you get the dispatch training, which Isaac failed at because Isaac sucks at every game he plays.
I didn't fail. I did moderately well because
you didn't ace it.
Because I didn't understand what I was doing at first. The first time I'd seen the game. Well, to be fair, I haven't exactly played many games recently.
We didn't see these characters. I can't lie. There's Pom Pom,
in the
Talker, Brick House, Equilibrium, and Brain Book.
In the final episode, you dispatch your characters to go and support those characters.
Oh.
Like they talk to you there. I noticed that when playing, when watching Millie play the final episode, and I thought it was cool, but it would be nice if we could use them in a sort of just the dispatching game mode. Which I think we'll talk about that just later.
Yeah. Then
I was really hoping that we'd like in the final battle be able to control like a lot more heroes. Obviously, the area expands, and I was hoping we could use it. Set it up nicely. Fuck. I thought I would have set it up really nice, but it kind of I felt like we needed more of them.
So, Blonde Blazer then recruits Mecha Man. Robert Robertson, the best name of all time, to join the SDN. And now the most important decision of this episode: when you go back home, what did you do to Beef? Did you say who's a good boy to him? It's gonna be alright, or did you give him cereal? This determines who you are.
Boy.
You said who's a good boy. Okay, Isaac.
Also said who's a good boy.
Why? Give him the cereal.
Also said who's a good boy. I don't know what cereal it was. You can't give dogs certain cereals.
Well, I gave him the cereal because I love Beef. We stand with Beef.
That's a no. I stand with Beef, but I'm not going to give him cereal that might kill him.
No. And then there's episode 1.
I'm allergic to dogs, and Beef was still my favorite. It's just not fucking working.
Beef is peak. We love Beef. And there's episode 1. Great little hook. Love the little action set piece.
Great first episode.
Makes me want to play more. And then you get episode 2. What the fuck even is this shit? This is a terrible website. Oh, it only has episode 2 and it was 7 and 8. Hang on, let me find this. I've been using this website to break it all down because I don't remember. Even though I literally just did them. Episode 2 starts off, we meet Water Boy, who vomits up water and is very, very self-conscious and shy. I like Water Boy. I didn't choose him later on in episode 4 or 5.
I have a thing. We should have chosen Waterboy because we get to level him up, which means he'd be stronger for the end when you'd already have the same stats he has, and you'd have a leveled up Water Boy. So if you're thinking like strategically for the dispatch, I mean story wise, it's whatever you want, but I mean I chose Phenomenon. It's only at the end I was like, that would be smart if you want to have a stronger team.
Although I think at that point you just choose Phenomenon, who then has the more powerful stats anyway. So
but you'd have two stronger heroes, is what I was saying, for the end episode, because you'd have a chance to make Water Boy good.
Yeah. Although I do like though that Water Boy kind of has that like cavalry moment, I guess, like Blonde Blazer does with the dispatching minigame.
Yeah, I do like.
I like that a lot more. Although I guess I'll see how it is because I've chosen Water Boy in this playthrough. But yeah, we like Water Boy. Then we go into the conference room, and Robert strips naked. Yeah. And Invisigal watches him because Invisigal is a fucking creep a little bit. But I mean, she did say that she watches famous people.
A sexy creep doesn't count as a creep.
Oh no, it's not the best words ever said.
I don't know how to respond to that, to be fair.
Although the most egregious thing said here is that Blonde Blazer says that he has a dad bod, which is like no.
Yeah, he does not have a dad bod.
As if.
Like, and also, I mentioned this to Harry last night. My little weird thing that I don't like about characters who use inhalers, they use them wrong. Okay, that's not how you use an inhaler.
They always use them fucking wrong.
I hate it.
It pisses me off.
It's like you use it twice.
That's not how you take an inhaler.
Yeah. I don't like it. It's annoying, but it's Invisigal, so.
I mean, I guess if you're having to do it quick, it will do the job. But like, come on, don't spread this bad usage. It's bad. It's not good.
And then we meet our other goat, Royd.
The goat.
I sadly did not fist bump him, but I got the funny line where he talks about his dingling.
Fist bump him.
So, I'm glad I got that line. But Royd is peak. We love Royd. Although every time I see him and hear his voice, I think Morga from Overwatch, and I get PTSD.
Yeah, he reminds me of Maui a lot. I do think he's sort of that type of archetype, if you know what I mean.
Then we meet our other goat, many goats in this show. Chase, keep up. Voiced by the amazing Jeffrey Wright, who I forgot he was in like other games. I kept thinking this was his first like game role, but he was in Last of Us Part 2, and he's good in that as well.
No, Last of Us Part 2. And he is good in Last of Us Part 2.
And
he's good in the show as well, for as much as that's worth.
Your PTSD with the Last of Us Season 2.
Yeah.
So we learn that Chase, because he's been using his powers so much, it has aged him up faster. He should be like 40, I think he says. But he's like...
Yeah, but he looks about 80.
Yeah. And I do love the joke in the episode 4 when Invisigal says to him, "Haven't you got some dementia to onset?" I like that. That's a fun joke. So we meet him. Then we meet our cast of quirky characters. We have Sonar, Flambe. I've completely lost it. Here we go. Sonar, Flambe, Invisigal, Punch Up. Oh my god, Prism. That's her name, yeah. Malevola, Gollum, the goat, and Coupe. Our quirky cast of Guardians of the Galaxy characters. And I think the first shift does go well. I think it's the second shift that doesn't go as well, if I remember.
Yeah, I think so.
But the first shift goes as well as you make it. Like, if you do shit, then it's shit. Yeah. But like, I think it eases you in how to control it. You know, they're not going to throw something at you.
Yeah, I think the game does balance that quite well. And after doing some dispatching, which I love the dispatching mini games, as I guess we'll bring it now. They ad hoc needs to add a mini game for just dispatching and the hacking mini games because it's really fun.
100%.
Just please make season 2 as well.
Like, as much as I love the storyline, like for the game part of like being, I mean, the quick action things, because you can turn them off as well, they don't feel like they're as impactful. I mean, there's a couple of extra cutscenes we'll get, but nothing dramatic will change. Whereas the dispatch feels like it has importance, if you know what I mean. Like, it feels more like gameplay, rather than I kind of forgot that I was like doing something sometimes, and I just watch it like a TV show. which then I missed some choices as well, and I ended up saying things I didn't want to say. I'm like the worst person to play the game, but I mean, I'd really enjoyed the dispatch part and need more like that, and with that maybe different options of teams as well.
Yeah, I think I was saying to Isaac that's probably what they should do for season 2, just so then you can use a different group of characters than just the Z team. If they do a season 2 and it continues on with these characters, which I really hope it does. It'd be weird if it didn't, because like
it would just be a lot of work with all the different endings and possible character routes that can be taken.
I will say though, I was looking at there was a puzzle I couldn't do because I couldn't remember the password, or I was putting in the password, but it was different to what it was. And like
in one of them, the password is backwards.
That'll be what. Yeah,
like it reveals it backwards, so you have to then work it out and put it the right way around.
What was it I saw? It was it's a guide which just tells you like all the characters to use for every crime. It's like, what the fuck would I want to use that shit? Like, the entire point of the game is to not guess, but like combine different duos and even more than duos, which tend to get synergy. But then Invisigal goes to help Granny, who's a dude. But hey, Hater's gonna hate. That's the wrong word. We love Granny. And then, which donut do you guys choose? That reminds me. The long cream ones, jelly filled, or plain glazed? Which donuts
Gotta
do you
be
love
jelly
from your mouth to
filled.
your butt?
Gotta be jelly filled.
Isaac?
Like, you're supposed to eat.
Plain glazed.
I think
I mean, I'll have any of them, but I knew what the
unpopular
she said for jelly filled, so I wanted to see what she said for one of the other ones. So.
Because it's a penis joke.
Yeah, I bet you do like them, Nathan.
No. And then, so, she gets into a fight with Thunderstruck, this Red Ring kind of member, and he drops one of his guns, and Granny picks on one of them. And this one, I didn't know changes, actually, depending on who you go to save. So, if you say to take down Thunderstruck, she goes to Granny. If you say to take down Granny, she goes to Thunderstruck. And
yeah,
I didn't know that. I thought it was just she goes for either. So if you pick to go for Granny, she goes for Thunderstruck, and Granny's arm gets like burnt to a crisp. But if you go for Thunderstruck, Granny's ass gets burnt. So that's fun. I think I got the burnt ass.
Yeah, I said go for Thunderstruck because I think it made more sense.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like show Granny you're on his side, but she just don't fucking listen ever. So.
No. And then the break room, Invisigal and Robert argue. I keep forgetting like people aren't supposed to know who Robert is, but like he doesn't really care that Vizzy knows he's Mecha Man, like at all. Like I kind of forget like, oh yeah, they're not meant to know he's Mecha Man. But like, I kind of wish the game.
I guess it's just only she was allowed to know.
But then it's still like
she didn't tell anyone else.
I guess, yeah. Because then you have that whole little episode, which it's a really good moment when he tells everyone.
Scroll up a bit, right? You're telling me that you see her sat in that chair like that and you don't pick her?
Yeah.
I have personal beef that you don't pick. Vizzy is such a badass bitch, and I don't know if you think in the mind of Mecha Man. Like he wants someone like that. He don't want
Yep.
No, she makes more sense. We'll get into it later, like episode 6 and.
No, I completely understand. I was thinking about this earlier, or the other day. The game feels like it's Robert and Invisigal's game. It feels like it is those two are the primary characters. And
like,
yeah, but
clear.
Personally,
love interest.
I don't want to follow what was written ideally because I prefer Blonde Blazer. So it's just.
So you go for a blonde bitch, like a basic blonde. How more basic can you get?
Oh, well, she's a brunette.
You're saying how more basic can I get? The amount of people that have gone for Invisigal, that is now the new basic.
Really unpopular.
I am the different one, okay?
That's because everyone thought she was evil.
Blazer's only 25%.
Not 8 weeks, sorry.
It's a 1 to 3 split. It's not like Blonde Blazer is better.
Or just romance both of them.
You could do that, but I prefer Blazer, honestly.
I'm doing the Blazer route this time. Then they fight a little bit. She punches him in the nose, and we get the awesome line, "You gonna eat those Twinks?" from our another goat sonar. And then Blonde Blazer mentions how. Does she mention something about getting cut? No, I think she talks about the episode. And then Waterboy vomits on your keyboard because a donut smashed on it. Waterboy vomiting stuff is very weird. It's funny, but it's weird.
Yeah, just how it is, you know.
And we get the reveal that Blonde Blazer is dating Phenomenon. I also like the music when you kiss her. It sounds very like the Prowler theme from Spider-Verse. So, and Phenomenon is a chill-ass dude, so it's okay. And you can choose to go. I wonder what happens if you say to go on a date with him. I'm guessing you don't go on the date.
I feel like,
but
I feel like she just says, "Oh no, don't do that" or something along the lines.
But
she makes excuses as to why the specific excuse of like, oh, it would take too long to carry 2 people and we can't spend the reservation and stuff like that.
But beef over bitches. Beef over Blazer
Straight up,
and
bro, straight
Invisigal.
up.
We love beef. So yeah, that's episode 2. I think just those 2 episodes, really fun. The dispatching's great. A good introduction to it all, and learning who these cast of characters are, who we'll grow to love throughout the story. Like, I love the Z team. It's such a. I was kind of thinking about this. Like, it is such a very basic superhero plot of like found family.
Oh, 100%.
But like, it's done so well because the characters feel so different and unique that I love it. And we love Beef and Royd, so who cares? Episode 3.
Exactly.
This is the one where we'll not learn, but Royd and Rob are taking all the Mecha Man stuff into the SDN so then they can fix it up. And we realize that the Astral Pulse is gone. Robert doesn't know where it is. Royd is a bit skeptical on if he can like make a replacement, but we do it anyway. So yeah. And Beef gets taken to the SD offices, and he meets Chase, and a friendship for life is formed. Then Gollum knocks into Robert, and he drops something in a bin, and Gollum says, "Kobe." We love Gollum. What happens next? Blonde Blazer mentioned she breaks up with Phenomenon, and that was kind of the reason I chose Phenomenon when you got to choose between him and Waterboy in the next episode.
Yeah.
Because like, I wanted to see what the chemistry would be like if they did talk, which they don't really talk at all. Except like the pie scene, but they don't talk there. And she mentions how someone will need to be cut from the Z team. So we've got some tension building up and some stakes. We do some more dispatching missions, and then we get the conference room, which I really enjoyed the conference room scene. It has the standard Telltale affair of like, it just says, "Give him the chair," and it's like, okay, but and then he like hurls it into his face, into Gollum's face.
I do feel like they do it on purpose for this game. I think they're aware of it, and I think it's funny.
I wonder what kick him out is like though, because I don't like Gollum's goated. I want to kick him out, but yeah. And then you get the great speech of them being, well, for my Robert, he said about it being, they're phoenixes. They must rise and become more than what they seem to be, which is losers. More dispatching, and then Vizzy kind of runs away. She's currently at the bottom of the leaderboard, so it seems very likely she will be the one that gets fired. And Robert gives her an inspirational speech, which he accidentally does to the entire office because he has his headset on wrong, or not on wrong, but on a different setting. And Vizzy can then go. She not only gives kids secondhand smoking, but she also gives them the cigarette. Although I guess they gave it to her first, so it's okay. Kids, you can smoke if it's from Invisigal. That's okay.
Don't smoke, bad idea.
Don't smoke. But if it's from Invisigal, then do it. Then we go to the jewelry store scene, where I still don't know why this is like, because when I beat it again, it was like, you did better than 1% of players for like helping Invisigal. It's like, who failed?
I do think the stats are a bit wrong, because you know in episode 7, where you don't have the access to Invisigal at all when dispatching.
Yeah.
Apparently my most used hero in that episode was Invisigal, I'll take a screenshot in a bit and show you. Genuinely don't understand how. And it said for some of my choices I was in like the bottom 10% of like calls or something when I literally got all except like 2 perfect.
Yeah, it'll say
And I don't
stuff like
understand how
36%, and then
how
the
that- how
bar will
it's
be like
judged.
almost halfway. It's really weird, the bar. But
I also found it was weird that like at the end it would tell you things that like you did, but I don't remember them being choices for it. Like it's like such percentage of you helped her. There wasn't a choice to not help her. Like it was just this is what you're doing now, and so I don't get how.
do you mean
Is it from previous
for
decisions?
the dispatching missions? It might have been for them.
It will be the
Yeah.
failures or if you
Yeah.
miss the call or
That'll be them.
No, I'm on about with the storyline. It's like so many of you helped her in the jewelry store. And
Oh
it was
yeah, that
like,
one. Yeah, that's one.
There
It's
wasn't
like
a choice not to.
yeah. Maybe it's in case you failed the hacking missions, but like they're really
yeah,
easy.
I assume
So
it's if you fail
I think you're
or
pretty fucking stupid if you didn't do it well.
yeah, I don't know about that.
And then Invisigal comes
I might
back.
try to fail it next time. See what happens.
And she moves up on the leaderboard because his Thunderstruck's want level went up through the donut shop, the alleyway where it kind of shows that second shift before the conference meeting is where like that's where the synergy just does not work. Everyone's fighting each other, and although it doesn't really make sense because in the mission before that they were all fine. So, oh well. And then we get the choice: do you cut Sonar or Coupe? So I kept Sonar. I cut Coupe.
I did the same, but I know the group is split because I know this idiot did the opposite.
Isaac cut Sonar.
I kept Coop. Okay. Look, as much as I know Sonar is most critical and he has the unique stuff of whatnot, I just wanted the punch up and Coop synergy. I loved it a lot, and I wanted it, so I cut Sonar.
Aye. I will say if you cut Coupe, the like in the next episode, because then they get annoyed. If you cut Sonar, he gives you his ties. Although I will say, Coop was more of a baby when she gets fired because she smashes a hole through the window. Sonar just walks out the building, so I'll give him that. He is more
Yeah, fair.
not much of a little bitch
There
boy.
was also as well, I think knowing the ending, cutting Coop makes more sense because her villain arc makes a lot more sense. It's like Sonar just seemed depressed when he got cut. Like he wouldn't go and then join the Red Ring. He would go home and sulk. Like he doesn't give the vibes that he'd then go and try and take revenge. Whereas Coupe makes sense that she would
She
do
was
that.
like that before anyway, so.
And her villain makes sense.
But then I do think,
having seen both the fights in episode 8, I think the Coop Mecha Man fight is better than the Sonar Mecha Man fight. It is definitely a better fight, but
then
I stand by
think,
Coop. So
what is it? If you so I didn't know this. I thought you got to choose this, but it's if you beat them in the fight, in the dispatching mission. Sorry. So if you can choose whether to like forgive them or not, I think the forgiving makes more sense for Sonar than for Coop because
yeah,
Coop is just evil, whereas Sonar it's a bit more like he was just depressed. That's why it seems he joined the Red Ring, from my knowledge. But yeah, Coop just makes more sense, like we said, because she was already evil. Whereas Sonar, I think he just liked drugs and boobs. Like it's okay.
She also makes sense more strategically for the dispatching because her stats are similar and they go in a similar direction that a lot of other heroes already have.
Yeah.
Whereas Sonar has something completely different. So strategically wise, if you want to have a more well-rounded team to make dispatching easier, which is what I was wanting as well. Like a lot of my decisions are actually made depending on how, not necessarily how the story will go, but how it'll then be, how the team will work for dispatching reasons.
Yeah.
So I wanted that variety of Sonar rather than kind of another one of the same, even though Punch Up and Coop worked really well.
Because Coop has Coop's more. She has the intelligence, because Sonar is the intelligence and speaking. It's more the intelligence side, and whereas Coop she has the intelligence, but it's more attacking and the mobility. And also Coop can fly, like Phenomenon does.
Yeah, I also liked the the synergy between heroes. Obviously, they had the synergy, Coop and Punch Up, but their stats again were quite similar.
Yeah.
So they were just kind of they were an absolute like menace when you put them in fighting ones, but they didn't have much coverage. Whereas with some other synergy ones like My Malevola and Sonar, they balanced each other out. They were like on opposite sides of the thing, so when putting together, the whole thing was covered.
And my level is hot as fuck. So that is how episode 3 ends. If we could have, we would have romanced her. Like everyone must
I
have.
think that would be unanimous.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I think genuinely everyone would have. That's why it's not an option because
you're like, it's too
it'd be
obvious who it would be.
Everyone, it would have been 100% Malevola, and nobody else would get a look in.
So, episode 4. This is the most romance heavy. I think this is where this is obviously halfway through the game, so it's like this is where the more major choices start coming up. So we start off with an unforgettable
Isn't this all
scene.
that starts with her
The sex
little,
scene.
Yeah, her
with
little
Invisigal,
masturbation.
a little wet dream about Robert, which clearly shows that she is meant to be the canon romance.
Yeah.
So we get that. Then there's some like weird tension between those two. You get the dementia joke.
Oh, also, I wanted, sorry, really quick. The fact that we have that scene of her wet dream, it's not him imagining it, shows that I think we're not getting played and it's genuine that she likes us.
Yeah.
Like, if it had been that he was having, wet dreams about her, you'd think she's maybe playing him for her own game or for traitor reasons. I think it brings her more down to a human level that she has. She genuinely must have, even if it's just sexual feelings, she has something for him.
And it can't be because of the song that she plays in episode 6, which we'll get to, because the party scene in episode 6 was peak. This entire show, this entire game is amazing. But they do all that. Royd and Robert have kind of fixed the episode a bit more. They test out an actual pulse prototype, don't work, blows up. Invisigal gives Robert an up-down, which is fun. And then they go to, Robert goes to Blazer's office, and you have the dress where you see her nipple.
Boobies!
I wonder what
Fuck
Isaac said.
off.
And then, I can't remember what she's... Oh yeah, then she tells you to go out and telephone on man to, get back inside. Stop trashing everyone's cars.
Lock in, bro.
Lock in. That's why. So
I actually feel so bad for him in this scene. Like
I thought
to say he's not human, he's having very human emotions.
This is why I thought Blazer was evil, because of how depressed he was.
Yeah, I was like, there's
she must be-
something done
is she,
on
like,
here
really
that we haven't
manipulative?
seen.
But then the comic reveals their breakup, and it's like I'm not spending £10 for some fucking comic books, digital comics.
I didn't think that Blazer was evil at all. I felt like because we had right. Well, shut up. The main reason is, I know, Nathan, you're saying you feel like maybe Blazer manipulated Phenomenon. I do think that, imagine Omni-Man comes to Earth without the intention of, doing everything he does, and he genuinely wants to protect the Earth, and he finds someone he loves, and he says that the only thing he's passionate about is blonde Blazer. If she was the first person that really met him when he first landed, and they've made a romance out of it, and then now they don't have that anymore, it is going to cause him to lose that, because he's in an entirely foreign and alien environment. I think it's fair to say that if he loses his one connection to it, he's going to entirely, completely disconnect with everything around him, and I think that's what happens. So that's why I didn't think because I knew he was an alien, I didn't think Blonde Blazer was manipulated.
She was evil, so I guess.
I thought she was evil because of her brunette hair and the fact she'd hide in it. I thought it was like relation to Shroud or some shit.
Yeah, because people point out that Shroud looks quite similar to her. Or looked.
Exactly, so. He has similarities.
He has the brown hair and the blue
that's
eyes.
A crazy coincidence if it wasn't on purpose.
And also in the bar, in episode 7, he defends Blazer when she's on TV, and the bartender insults her because he fucking shoots a dude in the head. So yeah. And then you can tell Phenomenon whether you kissed Blazer or not. I do like the option if you do tell him, because then he picks Robert up and kisses him and says, it was not that, for why she broke up with him.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I picked that on my first route, but I was worried Phenomenon was going to kill me.
I honestly just want to know what makes his biological parts incompatible with hers. I'm really intrigued what his dick looks like.
Of course
That
you
is
are.
not something that I thought would have been said on this podcast. I'm intrigued to see what his dick looks like.
I like to bring a little bit of difference.
The bathroom scene with Invisigal in the bathroom. She tells Robert about the dream, and he asks, "Was my dick big?" Or he can ask if his dick was big. Because of, yeah. And then I can't remember what she says
Thrill
to
of the
him,
game.
but she's trying to say something, and then Waterboy has the shit and starts having violent diarrhea in the toilet and ruins the
I
moment.
feel bad for Waterboy because I know it's the whole point of the character, but he keeps getting ridiculed in ways that like make him very hard to take seriously. I
Yeah.
feel like if he was, socially anxious, a little bit of a wet wipe, which no joke meant, but there we go. I can be funny sometimes. It can you can find it very hard to take him seriously, and if you were able to take it seriously, he'd get more respect. Maybe not through the team because that's obviously their characters, but from a dispatcher point of view, you'd send him on more stuff and he'd power up, he'd like level up more. Whereas because he's so pathetic and because he keeps getting ridiculed in the cutscenes, you just don't want to use him, and he just becomes more of a nuisance than anything.
That's why you have the I can fix him mentality. Although I will say, the first mission I sent Waterboy out on my new playthrough, Gollum got injured on the way there, and then Waterboy killed him. So I had no Gollum for that entire shift, which is really annoying. And then Coupe died.
I found Waterboy good for like
times.
making other heroes boosted. Like if you send him along with someone who you think will probably do it on their own, it's easy XP for him.
Yeah.
But then also he kind of it's just a bit of like a security thing. If they're not quite gonna make it, he can kind of boost it just that little extra without much risk. It's like low risk, high reward.
I think this is also the shift where you get introduced to the oh no, it's the second one. Yeah, it's the second one. Then after the bathroom scene, Flambe again insults Waterboy by throwing spaghetti or noodles in his face. And then you get the choice: Phenomenon or Waterboy. Because it wasn't obvious. Me and Isaac chose Phenomenon, and then Millie, I'm guessing you chose Waterboy.
I chose Phenomenon on my first run through.
Okay.
I did, yeah. Because I didn't know that he couldn't get leveled up further. So I thought I was going to make an absolute beast. And then I found out I couldn't. And then that's when I worked out, but at the ending, that's when I was like, I should have done with Waterboy to level him up. And I've already said all that already, but
I didn't even notice he didn't get any skill points. That does make sense. Although I guess he has like the depressed thing.
And I fucking hate his depression. I'm sorry. I get it if he was on the failed. Like, fair enough, he can be depressed that he failed. But if anybody fails, and then especially if he's halfway to a mission, like, did you see that if you dispatch him and then you fail another one at the same time, he just doesn't go. And then you'll fail another one. It's really frustrating because you couldn't control that. I hated when you lost dispatching. I took dispatching way too seriously. I hated when I lost through no fault of my own. And yeah, so he really pissed me off by being depressed. And I know there was the option to remove his depression, but I decided it wasn't worth it. I liked his quick regen.
I remember it was at the
Hated
very
on depressed people. What now?
I remember at the
Why
very
did I see that coming?
It was when Blazer comes in and you can dispatch her. I used her against Coupe. I missed the first one on a 90-something% chance. It then did like the rebound thing where it goes again. I missed again. Like, some of these misses were insane. Like,
I liked the fact that you could make Sonar, which somebody wouldn't know, but you could make Sonar do the redo. And that came in clutch many times.
Yeah, that's
like,
what it was.
You can make Coop do the thing as well. Like, I had that
we
one
don't
as
like
well.
Coop.
So,
we like Sonar. Sonar's better.
Yeah, well, you like it.
Isn't as good.
Exactly. Coop's boring. Coop's not got a fun design. That's all. Just boring assassin lady. And then this shift.
This game just shows how basic Isaac is. He goes for basic blonde bitch and then basic. I have to throw knives around.
This shift also has two.
What the fuck does that say about you if I'm going for basic blonde bitches?
Wow. Anyway, so if you do the baby kaiju attack, if you use Gollum, you can adopt it. I did not know that.
Gollum, I adopted him.
So I did not send him. I was gonna send him on my second one, but as I already said, Waterboy took him out, so I couldn't.
I don't know if it was a glitch or something, but my Gollum refused to go. You know when they do the little
Yeah.
and they put the thumb down to it. I tried to send him because I'd watched a playthrough. I knew Gollum could adopt him, and I was like, I want to adopt him. He didn't fucking do it. He went no, and I was like, well, fuck
That's
you
weird.
then. Which I don't think is supposed to happen because you're supposed to send Gollum. So.
And then we got the brain teaser. This is a little, I guess, like a side quest inside of the dispatching, where I beat the brain teaser the first time. I didn't do it the second time. Isaac, I think you lost because you're stupid. This is the
I
one where you
managed to
looked
miss
for the
them
bombs.
because I failed one by accident.
By accident. You just shit, bro. Face it.
You like kids?
I actually found it quite tricky, a little related to this. I found it tricky playing on controller. I know that's kind of like what a lot of people play on, but trying to click on the different, if you've got multiple up there at once,
I had that.
Trying to click on the right one, yeah. So you misclicked, or you couldn't get it to go where you wanted in time if it was running low.
I would like lose my cursor because it just wouldn't move anywhere. I had that on controller a lot.
Yeah, so I was finding it really tricky to actually select. Like if I'd let them run down to let people rest, and then it got too short on time, and I couldn't get it to select it, and I was like, oh, I missed one now, and it wasn't my fault. And again, I just got really pissy about it.
And then you have two different cutscenes if you choose, depending on who you chose for Waterboy or Phenomenon. The Phenomenon one is oh shit, what the fuck? He's watching the Blonde Blazer clip, I think, if I remember.
Yeah,
and that's where he mentions
fight
making
that they
love.
had earlier in the day, I think.
Where he said he could not make love to her because his penis was different or whatever shit was about.
Or whatever else he has, we're open to him
whatever it
having
is.
other biological parts. Because, like, if it's something resembling a penis, it could probably go in the same place. It's like, you gotta think outside the box. Literally.
This is not something that we normally discuss
And then if
on
you
the
choose
AFK
Waterboy, he's in the janitor's room and you kind of hype him up a little bit. And, like, I think it does fix his stutter, I believe, as well. Which is nice. And then you get the choice between going on a dinner date with Blonde Blazer or going to the movie with Invisigal. I've chosen both now, so I can see. So, if you choose Blonde Blazer, she will reveal that she is a brunette, and you can kiss her.
Blonde Blazer, oh
which
yeah,
I feel like is what everyone did there the second time.
Me.
That's what I did. And then Waterboy pukes on the fucking window and ruins it. But when they're having their dinner. But I chose the Invisigal because we love Sour Patch Kids. Yeah. I think this game is just either way you win. Like.
The game is perfect.
Yeah,
in like I don't play lots of games, but this is like I've not been this into a game in a long time. Like it takes so many boxes that you can't really critique it very much. Like you can have little jabs at it. You can't have a hatred for a single part of it because it covers all bases.
I feel like the other thing, I guess it just depends if you like the humor. So, like, we like the humor, so if you don't like this kind of humor, I thought the humor would be really annoying because I thought it'd just be like people swearing the entire time, which thankfully it isn't. I guess there is a lot of swearing in a lot of the jokes, but that's not the entire point of the joke.
They do swearing in the way that it's funny. They don't just go, "This is funny because we've put a swear word in." It's funny and it happens to have a swear word in. Yeah, it's not. It's like loud noises aren't funny. Like, if you just scream something, it doesn't make it funnier. You're just making it louder.
Yeah.
So it does the humor well, I think. But I don't know if I just have that same kind of humor that it clicked with me. But.
And then, episode 5. This opens up with a flashback between a fight of Mecha Man and Flambe, which Flambe comes in, kind of disses Robert a little bit, calling him not a real hero because he gets hurt and he's not got powers. Which I like that little conflict Robert has with people where they just look down on him because he has no powers. And he proves that you do not need powers to be a superhero. Which I think is a nice little subplot.
He's still a very good fighter. Like when you see him in like the physical fight scenes, like he's Might not be like
He can hold his
physically
own.
enhanced, but oh my god, he can like kick ass.
I can't remember what happens. I know if you choose Bomb Blazer to date, then you get the little cutscene with them. I can't remember what it is. You don't romance
I don't.
Blazer. This walkthrough is romancing Blazer, so I can't remember. But I know there's.
Probably...
I think the cutscene here with there's if you go to the shower afterwards, if you chose Water Boy, you get a cutscene with him where he's like, oh no, I think it's something else. I'm getting mixed up with all these cutscenes.
The shower one with Wasboy was after he'd had spaghetti thrown at him.
That's it.
And he's like trying to kick it down a drain, which is just so sad. Bless him.
Maybe if you don't romance Blazer and choose. Oh, when is the scene where Phenomenon hugs Robert in his towel?
I think that's this one.
I think that's would have been the Blazer one.
I think that's this one.
Instead
of having the Bomb Blazer thing.
Yeah, I think it must be because I don't know.
Because that's not shown up anywhere else.
Yeah.
I got both though.
Oh, so I guess maybe it's not.
I got the Blonde Blazer double date, the second date, and Phenomenon hugging.
I need to find a place where
maybe the Blonde Blazers one's just an extra one then. Like just to, I mean, they don't all have to have, side by sides.
Yeah. I do want to see if there's a walkthrough where it shows off if you chose Invisigal. Ah, my god, there's 50 million ads. Okay, I need to log into it. Okay, we're just going to stick with this one. Then you have more dispatching. Then you get the break room scene where Malevola and Prism are trying to guess what powers Robert's had, what hero he used to be. And then again, you can choose to say you're double jointed. So it comes up twice that he's double jointed. And it says here they will both remember that. So it's like, it made me think they must bring this double jointing thing back. But they don't. And then you get the Royd scene, which is quite important for later on in the game, where Chase asks Robert, what will you do if you get Shroud? And you can choose either saying you will kill him, I'm not sure, or heroes don't kill people. What did you guys say? I said I'm not sure.
I said I'd kill him.
Millie?
I was going to say heroes don't kill people, but I mispressed the button and pressed yes.
I guess we'll see at the end whether we all stuck to our words. Although I guess I didn't stick to a word.
I'm not competent using a controller. Okay, I've always been a mouse and keyboard kind of person.
It's 3 buttons.
It's 4, and I kept mispressing them.
4?
Like, there's another one at the top as well. Honestly, I had a right nightmare with my controller. Honestly, if I could play this game on PC, it would be so much better. But I think that's just because I'm not good with controllers.
Then we got some more dispatching. The dog, which I lost on my second playthrough completely. The plane landing. Oh yes, this is like a big kind of dispatch mission where you can save a plane from falling out of the sky. There's also the power outages from the Red Ring, which are hacking mini games you need to do. So kind of the Red Ring is kind of hyping up, building up now, which Shroud obviously runs the Red Ring. So like, I kind of wish Shroud was a bit more in the story, is like more of a threat. But I guess he is kind of there. It's just you don't see him because you're behind a screen. So, and I don't really read.
I think it's the thing that like Shroud's kept too much as a personal thing for Robert, that you don't realise what a threat he is to the wider everybody. Like, because it's kept very localised to killed my dad. It's not like he's gonna kill fucking everyone, So it doesn't have that like the gravity, is it the gravity? Yeah, gravity of what he's doing doesn't come across until right at the end where everything's on fire.
Then we have the villain bar scene, which I really enjoyed. Gollum sat outside by himself because he's too big to fit inside the thing. This is where Robert can.
He's also underage, so he shouldn't be allowed in because he's underage anyway.
I thought he was like 22.
Yeah, he's only 20. No, he's only 20.
True. It's Americans.
And they're Americans, so he's underage. So Robert's even more illegal because he gave him drink. Honestly, it keeps stacking up. He's doing more bad than good at this point.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, but he's also only 20.
It doesn't matter. So yeah,
rules are rules.
We got the bar scene. We get a bit more of the Flambe versus Mecha Man fight from earlier. I do like how this fight scene was edited with it cutting between the aftermath of the fight scene in the fast food place, and like Robert
Yeah, I
opening a
do like
ketchup
that.
packet, and it cuts to him ripping someone's like something out of something's head. Like I think that was
It
really
is
fun
such a
editing.
good cross cut. It's
Mhm.
like the
I
cross
loved it.
cutting in this. Usually cross cuts can be quite like match cuts and stuff can be really jarring.
Mhm.
Like especially I don't know if it works better in animation than it does in live action.
Yeah.
But even way it kind of it's like really confusing sometimes. But it worked so well in these.
Mhm.
Just to kind of bring in flashbacks because that's how memories work. They get triggered by something, you know.
Mhm. And the bar fight scene was really fun. You got Punch Up. You see his special move, which is just punching people in the dick,
Oh
and
yeah.
he punches Robert in the dick. It's such a fun fight scene. I believe it's also different with Sonar, where I think he's snorting coke when you go into the bathroom and when you're fighting
Yeah.
someone. Whereas it with Coupe, I think she's like on the she vomits on Robert. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, you get the special cutscene if
Mhm.
you fail the quick time event.
Mhm.
Because obviously then they step in to help you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't really get that.
And then I believe it's also in this scene where we see that Mecha Man, when he was being overpowered by Flambe, chopped off Flambe's fingers, which I did not even notice they were gone.
Yes.
Mainly because you don't really see his hands that much. He's always like in a fist. And then you get the choice: do you tell everyone who you are, or just say you're Robert? So this labels kind of what happens depending on what you choose. So if you say that you're Robert, you don't tell them. It says it preserves romantic flexibility with all characters, opens unique dialogue options in later scenes, recommended for players prioritizing relationship building. And with Mecha Man, you get exclusive action sequences, changes team dynamics permanently, and best for players seeking dramatic story progression. I chose the Mecha Man path because it made the most sense.
I chose Mecha Man. It makes most sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought especially after the fight you've just had of like
Yeah.
they're all just showing off how well they work together and that they
Mhm.
trust Robert and everything.
Yeah.
You can't then go carry on lines and like this is the turning point. They're all together.
And also I like the Flambe scene when he like comes back to Robert's house and
My name's
clocks him in the
Robert.
head.
Oh wait, no, yeah, never mind.
Because the song is sung in the bar, I
The
believe.
song is so
already.
good.
Also, one of
bitch
Prism's
comes.
best lines
Oh
in
yeah,
that fight scene.
I'm
My
temporarily
favourite lines in
blind.
the whole thing. Bitch, what you mean temporarily? You blind forever.
I do like that. Just
It's so
great characters.
Prism's underrated in my opinion. I don't see enough hype for
Yeah, I
Prism. Like
think
you see a lot about
Prism
Malevola because
was
she's fit. Golem's the
Army.
goat. Everyone loves Sonar because he's moist critical. Everyone loves Punch Up because he's just funny and Irish. I feel like Prism doesn't get as much love.
Prism is one of the characters I used the most, I think. Especially in the early
Same.
days, because she can duplicate herself, which is really helpful. Like
And she
Golem
can
before.
duplicate whoever else she
yeah,
goes
that
with.
as well.
Honestly, OP team, you put Golem in the first slot, then Prism, she duplicates him. Honestly, it's like 100% every time.
And then that's how the episode ends. And then if you choose the Mecha Man, Flambe doesn't like that. Is going to kill Robert before Golem steps in because he's the goat, defends him, and Flambe flies away. And he's not there for the next shift in episode 6, which is one of my favorite episodes. It might be my favorite because it's where we
Keep up,
see
Nathan.
Team Z Team be a team. It's how much they've grown from the first episode, or I guess the second episode. We start off.
I just love the lamps they all give him.
Start off in Void's lab, where Royd and Robert are still fixing on Mecha Man's thing. Chase needs to be updated on what happened. These choices will depend on what you chose last night. Okay, so I'm guessing. Oh yeah, so Chase kind of asks what happened. You can tell him if you go into a fight or whatever.
Wait, I just thought if you didn't tell everyone that you're Mecha Man, I'm guessing they're not there.
Yeah, they won't be there when you do like the whole.
Yeah, you'd just be testing on
thing.
your own.
Yeah, I think it's just Vizzy
Okay,
is there
cool.
because she knows.
Oh, of
That's
course,
all.
yeah.
And then the test goes wrong again, and everyone ends up in the infirmary. And Royd admits that he can't recreate the astral pulse, and we get a bit more like these characters, they aren't perfect, and they know they're not perfect. I like that. Like Royd doubts himself. Waterboy also doubts him. Like these are people that Robert is needed because I saw people saying he's just a boring white guy protagonist, but like I guess he looks it, but like he helps these people grow, which I like, and he's voiced by Aaron Paul. So I really like Robert. I don't think he was a boring standard white protagonist like some people thought he would be. But yeah, what else is there? Oh, and then Chase kind of confronts you a bit on why you're so soft on Invisigal, because Chase does not like Invisigal at all. This is kind of mentioned from when you start doing the dispatching.
It's another reason why I feel like romance in Invisigal makes sense story-wise.
Yeah.
Because it gives you that reason to be closer to her rather than just like because he's friendly with the whole team. So if he was not romance in Invisigal, he wouldn't necessarily be any softer on her than he is with the rest of the team.
Yeah.
So it makes more sense that they have that connection.
And then you do some more dispatching. I realized here that there's a mission where you have to sit a cat and Gollum can make them their friend if you pick Gollum for that mission. I did not know that.
I did that one.
Some more cyberbullying.
The cat's a
hacking
tiger,
sequences.
isn't it?
I think it is. Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, it requires a lot of vigor because it's a literal. She's like, someone can watch my cat, and you show up and it's a tiger.
Some more stuff. You can take down ice. Nice. Yada yada. And then we go to Robert's apartment, and Robert is laying on his floor talking to Beef, kind of drunk.
I really like that conversation with Beef. I feel like it kind of gets shoved under the rug that he's kind of content with not being Mecha Man. And at least that's the decisions I made him.
Yeah, because you can say ZT is more important, or I don't want to die in the suit.
Exactly. Yeah, and I said I don't want to die in the suit. Like, as much as being Mecha Man is like him, he's content with if it doesn't happen again. And I think that just shows his progression on a personal level. And it, rather than we focus a lot on the Z team progressing, but like Robert does a lot as well.
Yeah.
So.
By me. Then Vizzy, Malevola, and Royd appear in his house with some lamps, and Visigal tells them that they have found the astral pulse, or they think they found it. I can't remember what it is. And they kind of showcase to him where it is. It's in like some warehouse near the ocean, near the beach. Sorry. And then we get the party scene, and if you used non-licensed music. If you use licensed music, because you're not a streamer, I guess. I don't know why you would turn that setting on. She plays radio, and it is very obvious that song is how Invisigal feels about Robert, and how he opened her eyes to everything that's happened recently with her believing in herself more. And just a really nice scene to see all these characters interact. So. And the difference is, like, if you choose Phenomenal Man, then he comes in and hugs Blazer and Robert. And if you're romancing Blazer, Vizzy is looking jealous about it all. Whereas if you romance Vizzy, Chase is annoyed, which is, again, links to what happens at the end of this episode. You guys got anything to add before we talk about the scene?
No.
I'm distracted with the adverts you get in.
The adverts?
I'm just reading the adverts that you've got up.
I love the scene. I love just watching characters just hang. It's great. And so yeah, Vizzy.
Did you pick going tonight or making a plan? Or
so yes.
What did you say?
Vizzy points out that she can go tonight because, as she points out, it could not be there. Whereas Blazer says we need a plan. I chose make a plan first.
Oh, I didn't think you'd do that.
It just made more sense.
Make a plan makes more sense,
Yeah.
I feel.
I don't want Vizzy to die.
Realistically, as much as it might not be there tomorrow, it makes more sense to just prepare and
Their
then
safety matters more
send the whole team in.
Than the pulse,
exactly.
In my opinion.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily specified that it would be just Vizzy going. She was the one that said we've got enough firepower in this room to do it. So if they'd done that night, I feel like if they know how important the astral pulse is, then it makes sense to not get it into Shroud's hands as quickly as possible. So I feel like going that night as a team, which is where I thought it was going, because they've got this team synergy. I thought they'd kind of go against Blazer.
Yeah.
As a team, but they didn't, and Vizzy's a bit stupid.
So then Chase he's clearly very drunk and loses his cool, shouts at Invisigal reminds us that her name was Invisibitch, which I always forget that was her original name. And then she punches him, I think, and then leaves.
Pushes, I think.
Yeah, she hits him in some way, and then she leaves, and the party's kind of over. And then I think this is when Flambe comes to the house and punches Robert in the face in the doorway. If you chose the Mecha Man ending, Iron Mecha Man, sorry, ending. And then after the party's said and done, you go outside. Chase is sat, waiting, just thinking about what happened. And then you go back to Robert's apartment, and it is revealed that Vizzy has gone to get the Astral Pulse by herself, and is in some need, because it seems like every single villain in Los Angeles is there trying to find this pulse. So
at this point, I thought there was a leak in the team. Because I thought, how has it gone from nobody knows it's there to suddenly in the space of an hour everyone knows it's there? I was thinking maybe Prism, because she was like
posting about, because she was filming.
Yeah. She was filming it, wasn't she?
Between Chase and Invisigal. That's why Blonde Blaze was like.
So I thought there was a leak in there somewhere. But wasn't so.
No.
So well. It's just a coincidence that everyone was there.
So then, after helping Vizzy fight off some dudes, she gets to the safe, gets the Astral Pulse, then the power goes out, and you can I don't know why they kind of Alex hits suspense when you see Shroud, because you can fucking see him stood there already.
Yeah, I didn't notice. I don't know if it's because like.
Oh, I noticed it instantly. I was like, oh, you can see him. He's there.
But I was like, is that someone there? I couldn't really tell.
He slowly walks on the stairs, and Shroud is behind her. Although we don't know at this point the twist with his spit. So then Shroud kind of takes her out, uses a smoke grenade to kind of hide her inhaler from her, and takes the Astral Pulse. And while Robert's trying to figure out what to do, Beef appears on his lap, looks to the side. Keep up. Ooh. My jaw was on the floor when I saw this bit.
I was so sad. I was crying.
Watching him smile was the cherry on top.
Yeah. And I was so sure that the next episode would start with like his funeral, and it would be another reason to re-rally the team. But luckily it wasn't a funeral.
Yeah.
So
I think episode 6 is just that is such a good ending. Like
it is a big one in terms of storyline, and it also makes you choose who side you're on.
Yeah.
Whether you believe in Vizzy or the rest of the team.
And then, well, episode 6. This is the first 2 episodes that I actually. Well, episode 5 and 6 were the ones I watched, I played, when they came out weekly. So I hated that. But I guess you two also did. Episode 7. Retrospective. Felt like the longest episode, I'd say. This is the most
8 was the longest.
Talky. Well, because 8 had all the action stuff, whereas 7 is more it's all everything.
Yeah, 7 only had one dispatch.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't super happy about, because I like the dispatch, and I was used to having 2. But it finished, and I was like, no, there needs to be another one.
So we start off with a flashback in Robert's house back in 2003. He and Chase are Chase is babysitting him, and he goes off to go buy either Twinkies, beer, or a cigar. I went with Twinkies because it made the most sense, because he eats Twinkies.
Yep.
And then we cut back to Chase in the infirmary. He isn't dead. He's just in a coma, I guess would be the right words.
Can I slight sidetrack a second in terms of how old is Robert? I can't quite work out the timeline, because I saw somewhere say he was 26, but he then mentions that he's been Mecha Man for 15 years, and you are not telling me that little baby Robert was in the mecha suit. And
late
I don't know
20s
how.
And early 30s, 25 to 30. I mean, Peter Parker was Spider-Man when he was 15, so.
Yeah, but I bet that was accidental. Kind of he wouldn't know how to operate.
I mean, he
necessarily
probably would have
to that
learned
degree.
it from his dad, from maybe watching it or something, or seeing the tests. So
I guess I feel like he should have been older.
But then I think they
But
don't
then
want to make
maybe
the
the
Invisigal
romance wouldn't have worked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Invisigal is 27, so I guess that age kind of makes sense. I don't know how.
27 and like 33 would be fine. And then it would make sense. He'd have been
There's no
18 when his dad died.
Mm-hmm. But I think
I
it
just
makes
felt
more
that was a
sense for
little
him
bit
to
of
be
a hole,
younger
didn't
when
it?
he dies because, like, he'd be more. Well, I guess you'd always be resentful if your dad died.
Yeah.
Murdered, sorry.
I mean, honestly, be more resentful if you were older because you would have spent more time with him. If you like your dad dies when you're 3, you don't have as much to kind of go off and feel about that.
I think 27 is I think 27. Although I guess 12. I'd say 30.
Exactly. I think he's in his 30s.
It doesn't matter how old he is.
It doesn't matter. It was just that one
Who
bit of
cares?
timeline where I'm like, are they meant to be? Is he meant to be a young new superhero who's like struggling to readjust to his life, or like is he meant? But like you said, he's been doing it for 15 years, so then he doesn't have that. So it was where he stands in kind of timeline.
Anyway, so Chase is dying. And this is where Blazer talks about how Visigal's been suspended from the team because she did a naughty thing. No. And I think they were a bit unfair saying that she caused Chase to do that because he didn't. That was his choice to go.
She forced
to
his hand, though. I feel though.
Yeah, but he didn't like her. Yeah, he didn't have to.
Yeah,
do it.
but
he realized because
he didn't have to do it, but she would have died.
But he had to talk with Robert about what was a hero or what makes a hero. Sorry, which I think impacts him more. Well, obviously he was always going to run anyway because it's how the story is written. But choosing like it's the right thing to do to Chase's question makes his choice to go after her and save her more impactful. And like that, it was his choice to go after her because it's what heroes do. So it's not really Invisigal's. It kind of is Invisigal's fault, but I don't think all the blame should have been on her. What were you gonna say, Millie? You were gonna say something then.
As I say, she didn't ask for his help.
Yeah.
Like, if he didn't like her, like he seemed happy enough for her to die earlier that night. Like, he did the right thing on his own accord.
I mean, I think to a degree it is Robert's fault at the end of the day. I think Chase did it because he saw that him and Invisigal had a connection.
Yeah.
I think as much as we can play the blame game all day, everybody has their hand in the pot, I think. And I don't think it's really fair to say it's one particular person, but I do see why Invisigal gets suspended because I do feel like she did force everyone's hand.
I feel like she's not in trouble for Chase being ill, though. She's in trouble for disobeying Blonde Blazer, who is her superior.
She's so bad.
So it makes sense that that's what she'd been. She is,
She's so
and
bad.
I love her for it because she was doing the right thing. But yeah, I don't think you can blame any person or even any group of people because there is no blame to be had. It's just what happened. It's no one's fault.
Then what do we get? A break room scene with Waterboy. I think this is just in the game anyway, depending on it don't matter what you chose. Where he talks about Chase's actions or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I had that.
Then we get the dispatching scene. The section. Skip out all this. Then the boardroom, where we see Gollum just throw Punch up through the door, and everyone has come together to decide whether Invisigal, because she's only suspended currently, whether she's permanently cut from the team or she stays. Which I think is the deciding factor on obviously her outcome at the end of the entire game. If she's evil.
I really struggled with that decision.
I struggled
because I was trying to romance Fizzy, and I also didn't blame her for what happened. Like some people are mad, like playing the game, that she did it because like they said it was the wrong thing to do. I don't think it was the wrong thing to do, and therefore making the decision to cut her off what I was thinking was right and what I think Robert would have thought was right. It made it very, but also again I was thinking dispatch wise, like for the actual dispatching part, if you do not want to be dispatching in at a critical time with a team that doesn't trust you, like save Invisigal or use the whole team, and yeah.
I also thought, well, because in the game, it's kind of pointed out like who sides with who. So Malevola brings up the point. She wants her cut because she mentions that Coop was cut from the team for way more less of than what Vizzy did, which was, well, Coop was just at the bottom of the leaderboard. So, which I think was a fair point. Like, people were fired for a lot less than what Vizzy did. I can't remember who the other person is who sides with Malevola. I think is it Prism or Punch?
Gollum.
No, because Gollum sides that she should stay because they have the synergy together. Flambe also agrees because he was invited back, even though he tried to kill Robert. I think everyone else, I think it's just those two, and then Phenomenal Man is neutral because he says, I am not from this planet, and I do not care. He just wanted to play Magic the Gathering. So, yeah. I defended her because I will always defend my bad bitch, Invisical. I'm guessing Isaac cut her because he hates her.
I cut her because she fucking disobeyed the team. She just kept disobeying me, bro. I'm trying to play the game and she's like,
I can fix her.
Actually, I want to do this
I can
instead.
Fix her, bro.
Nathan, you can't.
This is going to be our longest episode ever. I just realized that Daniel's not here anymore.
I know. We should probably speed up.
Locker room. You can see Vizzy changing. This is when it's revealed. Invisigal is working for Shroud in the Red Ring. She has an implant which helps with her breathing because she has asthma and she only can activate her powers if she holds her breath. And you can forgive her in this scene, or just say, we are done, or I don't know how to feel. I think I said I don't know how to feel, which I think is the same as I forgive you, because it's not like... I guess it's kind of in the middle. And then she kisses Robert, and you can choose whether to lean into it or lean out. I think it's quite obvious what me and Millie did and what Isaac did, so we'll just skip past it. In the car ride, Blazer messages.
I revealed Invisigal.
Yeah, you can choose whether to keep it secret.
The
Trackstar reveal Invisigal did the whole thing.
I would just like to point out Millie's headset has killed itself, so we're just going to be talking through the same one. Mm-hmm. So if she's a bit quiet, that's why.
I chose to give Trackstar his flowers because he did save Invisigal there, so he deserved it.
I chose Trackstar.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to choose Trackstar, but I don't know. I kind of got to the point where it was like...
The chase.
So early, he knew how good of a guy he was. He needed that final kind of... Well, I thought it was final at the time. He needed the final happy ending for himself.
Yeah. And then Robert goes to the villain bar. And is this a different bar? No, it's the same one. And Shroud is pulling the fucking Walter White from the ending of Breaking Bad. Where...
Straight up.
The thing is, I don't know why they made it so... Like, they tried to make a suspense, because, like... Well, I already knew Matt Mercer voiced...
I suspected straight away that it was...
Well, I knew it was because I knew Matt Mercer voiced Shroud. And he's voiced by Matt Mercer here, so I was like, oh, so that's Shroud.
Not fair enough.
So it's like... The reveal wasn't that great. And... The bartender dude... insults Blonde Blazer. You can glass him, or just let it go. If you let it go, then Shroud shoots him in the head. And if you glass him, I don't know what happens.
It's crazy.
I'm guessing you chose to glass it, Isaac.
No, I didn't want to fight. I figured just let it go, you know?
Cause yeah, that's why I thought Shroud must be connected to Blazer, because he was so defensive over her.
Yeah. I thought he was maybe like related.
And then Shroud kidnaps... Well, I guess he don't really kidnap. He just ties up Robert and starts interrogating him for the Astral Pulses, because he doesn't have the Astral Pulse, because it was revealed that when the lights went out, there was some camera thing, which I don't remember the camera thing. Vizzy took the Astral Pulse from the case and then kept going. And we also see that whoever you cut working with Shroud now, so for me and Millie it was Coop, Isaac it was Sonar because he's an idiot.
What now?
And then Blonde Blazer comes into the room, and this moment was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty fucking cool. I want to apologize to Blonde Blazer for hating on you for so long. Not hating, but ever since Makima in Chainsaw Man, can't trust women. Can't trust overly nice women anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be
Sure,
bullied by women.
She wasn't nice.
She wasn't overly nice. She was a good person amount of nice.
Yeah, but just because someone's good doesn't mean they have a dark side.
Of course, 100%. But like, you know, I could just tell.
Whatever Millie just said.
Yeah, but
I can't hear it all.
I'm
Then
in love
Blazer
with
takes
her,
you
so it's
back to
fine.
the billboard where you met her. Well, not met her, but you spoke about earlier at the very start of the game. And then explosions are going off, and the Red Ring and Shroud are attacking to find the Astral Pulse. Episode 8, the finale. What an episode! That is how you do a finale. I can't lie. So back at SDN, everything's going to shit. The dispatching is just not going great because you need to wait for people to rest, and it's taking too long. You can't do everything. So they kind of switched it up where Robert's like, after you've done a mission, you stay out. You do not go back because it's wasting time, which I think is completely fair. Good. But that might have been after the water boy thing, actually. This section's just like the dispatching stuff, so it's very just.
There's a lot going on,
Yeah.
and it's hard to.
That might have been afterwards. So you go back to Roy's labs.
I really enjoyed the dispatch.
The dispatch was really fun.
Yeah. Now this is where the map expands and you can fight Coop. I guess it's here. I thought this would have been somewhere else. Oh, no, that makes sense.
Did you guys win against
I beat
your
Coop.
hero?
Or
Well,
Sonar.
villain.
I beat Coop.
I almost beat Sonar and then lost on a 95%.
You just
It was
asked.
ridiculous.
Aspera. I beat Coop because I'm goated.
I beat Coop.
You just suck, Isaac. Then you go to Royd's labs
Whatever.
to use the Mecha Man suit, and Invisigal is there because Royd found her because he thinks she was trying to steal the suit with the Astral Pulse, but what she's saying is no, I'm trying to help you by powering up the suit with the actual Astral Pulse. So Royd ties her up, or not ties her up, but like.
I'm not sure how.
Locks her.
I think I'm confused about the story in this. The only bit that I don't fully get, I can't tell her motives, and that is really. Sorry, I can hear myself.
Because
It's like really confusing how like whose side she's on, and that kind of makes it difficult. I know that's kind of the point. It makes it difficult to make your decisions because you don't know whether you're trying to keep her sweet because she's working for you, or whether you can start breaking them bridges because she's going to turn her back on you. And I guess it depends on your own ending. But I just didn't like that you couldn't fully tell who she was working with. And it was pissing
I
me
think
off.
that's kind of the point, though. Is like now it's
Yeah, I
just
do feel
everything's
that's
in
the
your
point.
hand. Like you either trust her or you don't trust her. Like she's kind of backstabbed you twice
I
now.
trusted her, and she still didn't go with me.
I trusted her completely. I never backed down on you and Vizzy. So
Simp for real, bro.
you legit simp for Plum Blazer.
I was gonna say
Okay.
you didn't.
Okay.
And then you have a talk with Vizzy. I can't remember exactly what you say, but then you have I can't remember who it is. It's the guy with the thumbs. You can choose whether to release Vizzy to kind of help you or go at it alone. And I untied her because my queen.
I also untied her. I think all of us did.
Yeah.
Because it makes the most sense.
It
I still
does.
trusted her, I just didn't want to roam her.
And then you have the thumbs dude who you beat him, and then who did you have put his dick away? I had Vizzy.
I
I put it away, bro.
I made Vizzy do it because she took him out. So your responsibility.
I mean, she didn't. He took it out.
No, because she did. She shot him.
Oh, okay. She took him out.
Yeah.
I thought you meant she took his dick out.
Then we have a courtyard fight scene where Robert powers up the mech suit. Royd's fighting off goons, and then Mecha Man comes in. Hype moment, awesome. And then it's revealed that Shroud has a spider mech, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it looks like the things from the Lego
Really
movie
cool
a little bit.
Mm.
Yeah, fun fight scene.
Do these choices matter?
No, I think it's just if you want different.
No.
It's just which one you want to look cool.
He predicts every single one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you get some hype moments where the Z team comes in for backup, and it's awesome. I loved it. This is also
Aura moments, hype
Yes.
farming and aura moments,
So-
as Ben would say.
before.
One
Exactly.
of the things I wish I could experience for the first time again. Like playing it again won't hit the same.
Mhm. Like that little the incredible moment where everything seems lost, and then a bolt of rainbow shoots through Shroud, and Chase is wearing a Blazer's like necklacing, which if you don't go through her romance, that just seems really weird, I guess, because you don't.
Yeah,
You might not know what
it
happens.
confused me.
So, but I knew it was happening.
I obviously did. I
Yeah.
knew it would happen. I didn't know it would happen, but I
I
suspected
knew what her
something
powers were, kind
with.
of.
I saw a theory that Robert and well the whole SDN crew wouldn't get the Astral Pulse back, and Blonde Blazer would give up her necklace as like an Astral Pulse replacement.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
But obviously that didn't happen.
So Chase coming in clutch again as he always does. Takes out the spider mech, but sadly it's not enough. And Shroud takes Beef hostage, and you get the choice. He knows that there is a fake Astral Pulse, and he knows you have the real one. So did you give him the real one, the fake one, or both? Because he knows that you have the fake one. So
I gave him both because if I don't know, he doesn't know. You know.
I gave him the fake one first. I don't know
One
why.
idiot.
What happened?
He just throws it behind his head and goes, "Are you fucking serious?"
Wait, so if you gave him the real one, would
I think if you give him the real one, he just puts it in instantly. But
Yeah, he knows which one is it.
How
If you
do
give it,
know?
if you give him
but if you give him
it's
both, he
funnier.
doesn't.
I do like the cutscene where you give him both.
Oh, because he can't predict that.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot.
literally his whole thing.
But
It's been a couple days.
So this is a big point. This is where Vizzy comes in more, and your relationship with her. So, based on your relationship with Invisigal, she will either kill Shroud or subdue him and give you the chance, which is her standing in front of the bullet, which it shoots through her and goes into you still, but she takes the bullet basically.
She killed Shroud for me.
So for me,
Yeah, I got a bad ending.
I got. Oh, wait, yours was evil?
Yeah, I got.
Millie got it
Oh,
evil. That's what
I
I'm
got the
saying.
good ending.
I don't know how she. I think it is based off cutting her. I'm fairly sure. Like it's primarily based off that.
So Millie, you cut her. I thought you didn't cut her.
I romanced her the whole way through, but then I thought for the dispatch, I wanted to have all the heroes, top synergy, top of the working.
Oh, so yeah,
So
okay.
So it's after everything, it's
Mhm.
purely based on that one decision,
I mean, that is a quite big
and I really pissed
decision.
off.
I do think there is a
You
way
don't trust her.
to still do it. I just think you need to get her,
Yeah.
affinity with her high enough before.
So yeah, she stood in front of the
You
bullet
do
for
it.
me, and now we get the so you guys didn't get to choose whether to kill Shroud because he was dead.
No,
No.
I was gonna kill Shroud anyway.
I
But
wasn't.
Well, what would you have done? So Isaac, you said would have killed Millie.
I would have killed Shroud. Millie would have spared
I
him.
wouldn't have.
I killed him.
But
Him.
pronouns don't.
I killed him because I thought he's just gonna break out and do this again. Like I understand
Yeah, like
the conflict Batman has because it is such an incredible conflict Batman has with people like Joker of not killing. But I just thought, well, fuck that shit. I'm just gonna kill him. My parents didn't die in an alleyway, so I'm gonna kill him. I think on the second playthrough though, I'm not gonna kill him. I will spare him because I will be a true Superman.
I want to get that
Yeah.
option.
And then we have the very nice aftermath. So obviously, depending on who you romance, so if you romance Invisigal, she kisses you in front of everyone. Oh, it's so sweet, so beautiful. Not for you two though. Oh, that's obviously if you did not get
Wait,
her
so
villain
you got
ending.
to kiss her?
Yeah, because I
Oh,
Nah, I got Blonde Blazer. I'm
fixed her, bro.
chilling.
I fixed her.
you kiss her.
I think you should choose Blonde Blazer.
Then you get to choose whether to forgive. If you beat the Coupe or Sona, you get to choose whether to forgive them. I beat them, so I forgave Coupe because everyone deserves a second chance, or I get a
I forgave
third
her.
chance.
I blamed myself.
I
but
didn't
yeah.
beat him, but I would have given Sona
Yeah.
a second chance.
And then
I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't cut to him at the end of So I blame Bon Blazer for everything.
And then you get a nice little ending, and I have no idea what they're going to do for a sequel, because they have to do all these decisions of, like, did the player get the good ending, where they romanced her with
Yeah, exactly.
Invisi?
It's gonna be really
Did they
tricky.
romance Invisi, but then she turned out to be evil? Oh, sorry, but then she became a villain, and I think, didn't she lead the Red Ring in the villain ending?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
it's implied that she will get on to lead
She
them.
took the mask.
So lots of fun things. I think, obviously,
So
did
it
you
wouldn't be
forgive
the
the person?
same game forever.
No, the second game would
I'm
be
intrigued to see
vastly
what they do.
different.
Like,
Me too.
and yeah, that was Dispatch.
I think that's why the only option is to do like a few years later. They've kind of graduated the Z team,
Yeah.
and they're doing it with new people, but still having the old characters from it.
I'm gonna stop.
So-
So that's the entire story.
Nathan, I'll let you go
I'll
first
go first
with
my score.
what you give
I
it out of 10.
thoroughly enjoyed Dispatch. I had been waiting for this game since it was announced back in the last Game Awards. I saw it, I was like, this looks really interesting, and it stuck that landing. It was better than I thought it would be. Any gripes is just like, as much as I love the characters, I just think the story is pretty standard. Shroud's not the most compelling villain ever. But I think as a choice-based game,
No,
the
definitely.
choices
but
do matter,
it is
which I
good.
like.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it my second, or I guess third 9 out of 10 today. I thoroughly enjoyed Dispatch. I think it's a must-buy game, as with Expedition.
100%.
And it's only 30 quid.
I don't have much else to say
Mhm.
that you haven't said, to be honest. There's nothing about the game which I
There are
particularly
no, like, big
dislike.
issues with it.
I wish there was a dispatching like game mode that you could just do on the
Mhm.
side, because the dispatching is really fun.
Yeah.
They might bring that. Hopefully they do. I just don't think there's nothing bad I can say about the game at the minute. I just wish there was more.
Mhm.
So for the fact that I genuinely cannot think of anything wrong about the game, and this is subject to change in the future, I think I have to give it a 10.
That's fair.
Like when I replay it, that might change. It might go down
Yeah.
to a 9. I think it probably will, but
Mhm.
it's probably just a bit of recency bias, and because I really enjoyed playing the game.
Yeah.
But anything that does come up where I'm like, oh, I don't actually, it's not because
God, look at all these fucking 9 out
It's-
of 10s.
it's not because it's bad. It's just because I think I've got a lot of recency bias at the minute.
And then Millie. Are you going to put the headset on so you can talk better?
I'm kind of doing the opposite from the recency bias to. Hang on. Opposite to recency bias, I think it has the potential to be a really nostalgic game, and like, I'm gonna look back on playing it and be like, God, I wish I could have experienced those emotions in that storyline again for the first time, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
I have little bits that I did. Like the story was a little not confusing, but there were plot holes slightly. Like no, there was just little bits like off. And I can't place it why.
Example?
Can I do 0.5s?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, yeah, because it wasn't perfect with it, but I don't know if that's because it's a new game. Like that's fair enough. I feel like 9.5. Like I've not been in this interested. If ever, really. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Only like the odd bit.
That's fair. So a 9, did you say?
9.5, she said.
9.5. Nice.
I think that
That has broken my Google Slides. That's not good.
I've done it. Don't worry.
Okay. So we're not going to do the last
think-
subject. That will end it here.
Yeah,
This
I was
is
gonna say.
2.5
I think we
hours
just
long.
skip everything else. I don't.
This is our
I've got no
longest
TV
episode
shows
ever.
or film reviews.
We're ignoring. We're
so-
not doing anymore. Let's just end it here.
Yeah,
2 hours and
Um,
24 minutes.
This is a long ass episode.
Thank you, Millie, for joining us. I need to rewatch this episode because I do not know where to put my scores for the films. Oops.
silly little boy.
Thank you, Millie, for joining. If you did watch through this entire Dispatch review, go play Dispatch. Oh, you probably already have. So,
100%. I mean, if you haven't and you've heard all the spoilers,
sorry.
that's your own fault at this point, I guess.
I don't know why I said that. So yeah, we'll be back next week for Game Award nominations, where we will vote.
I'm looking forward to the Game Awards this year.
Dispatch might
There's
get
a lot of
robbed,
good games.
might not
I
get
hope
anything,
Dispatch
sadly.
gets something at least, because the hype it has.
It's just because it didn't finish until this week, so it's like,
it's
does
so
it count?
recent
The problem.
is the problem.
So.
But from release, it's like when you get album and so when you get album releases, you know it's the first couple days, it's huge. I think it's that same kind of thing where like it had such an impact on the media and obviously pushed by its amazing cast and everything.
Yeah.
Will help it
everyone's great in this
skyrocket
game.
quicker, so it doesn't matter that it came out late. If that makes.
Yeah, we'll see, because they do have a deadline, so it might.
Aaron Paul should get in.
For choosing the games. Aaron Paul, 100%.
B should get in.
Great. Yeah,
Should
Jeffrey
win.
Wright as well as Chase, honestly.
All right. Well.
But yeah, I think we leave it there for this week. Otherwise, we're gonna be going till
midnight.
the next day.
I could jump about this match until midnight. Like that game is so
I know
good.
you can.
I'm gonna replay after this. I'm gonna keep playing after this. Anyway, goodbye everyone.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.